Hello everyone. Hi Tom. Can everybody hear us loud and clear? Hello Sanasol.
Oh, they can hear you. They couldn't hear me.
Yeah, sorry,
Because
I
I
had
was still muted.
that was my stream open. That was my stream open.
Groovy.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I've seen a couple of subscribers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, ever popular. Nice to see.
Hello Savimos.
Hopefully it will
Hello Savimos.
perk up for any of your future content plans now that Battle of the Backseat has finished for this edition. And what a successful edition it was. I think it turned out quite well in the end, and quite a lot of support for it, and a lot of support for more editions.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, just let me spend a couple of words about the tournament. So yeah, for those who don't know, we have just finished the Battle of the Backseat Tournament 2, which, as Tom said, was a really good tournament, and we had a map pool made by Powner of Souls, and because the players truly love the maps, we decided to start with this show match. But instead of allowing players from the low elo range, this time there will be the backseaters. So we have JadeArrowGamer, whose elo is 1900, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 1900 for...
sorry.
It's the wrong way round.
1880.
Jade Arrow's 1909 and HappytheAndy's 1811.
Okay, I need to fix that.
It's right on,
anyway,
underneath us.
Yeah, of course. I made that. Jade sure has come a long way. Yes, so this time the backseaters will be playing on those maps, and it will be Allof5. So we will see all the 5 maps for this tournament. So I hope, guys and girls, you will enjoy this show match.
Oh, so they've started, and it immediately wouldn't let me do it because, of course, I need the Battle of the Backseat mods. Otherwise, the map won't
do you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even as a spectators?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Classic. However,
it's all good.
I'm seeing a Bob 3 Jades maps. Oh. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh yeah. That we are working on the maps for the new tournaments, guys.
Excellent.
We are working on the maps of the new tournaments, which will be called Royal Backseaters Championship. So we are updating, rebranding the name, and we will have more maps for the 3rd edition, which I hope we will hosting this spring, possibly April, May, who knows. Let's see.
Awesome. Very exciting. Do you know what else is pretty exciting? Being in the game, of which I am. Oh, and it's video gone. There we go. That's better. I'm in. Should we just go to real time?
Yeah. I'm in real time. Yeah, I'm watching in real time.
Fantastic. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to game number 1 of our Battle of the Backseat maps, our show match special between HappytheAndy here playing as the Mongols and JadeArrowGamer in the blue playing as the Cumans. And this is custom scenario, also known as not custom scenario. It's got a name.
That's cave. This is cave map. It's the name of the map. Let me share with you guys the map. It's really a classic map. players. So both players are on the corner of the map. And in the middle, we have some caves. So there is just some gold and stone. And we expect to have like a late game. Although usually we have seen the Battle of the Backseat tournament players starting in early Castle Age.
Yeah, it's definitely a map where sort of that early Castle Age pressure has, to a certain extent, been rewarded. Any player who definitely doesn't want their opponents to be able to get too much of an advantage wants to put that little bit of pressure to maybe upset a boom, which could be a thing for the Cumans. Now, they're obviously getting that Cuman boom up and rolling in Feudal Age can be really, really strong. It's definitely something that JadeArrowGamer looks like he is moving towards. What is this? What was this from HappytheAndy?
Oh.
Is he trying to pull in two balls? Wow. But flubbed it, and is now having to pull the villager back. That's a lot of idle time there. That's 2 vills that are not going to be doing anything useful for a while. Oh, nice try though.
Hello, hi, real THF. Welcome, man.
Fluffy Bunny said Cumans on this map. Andy said Mongols. Well, Andy is happy with his Mongol pick, but I think JadeArrowGamer is going to be pretty happy with Cumans as well. Just, again, getting that early boom, and it means that when you do hit castle, and you should hit castle, even going for a greedy boom as the Cumans relatively safely, it just means that your economy is in a much better position to sort of do that early engagement fights. There is stone in both corners, so even if you get pressured at the front and lose access to your initial stone, whether that's somebody putting a castle on top of you, whether that's units, you can move to the back, grab your back stone, and still be able to get defensive castles up yourself, which is handy. I thought Andy had flubbed it then and killed one of the boars, but no. Should I hop on the call and backseat with him? That would have been a that would have been a cute concept. The reverse battle of the backseat. It was a tourney idea that I was vaguely interested in, was having a player that knows how to execute, but they were only able to do strategies and go for things that their low sub 1,000 rated player told them to do. I thought that would have been charming. There we go, a little bit of boar pulling in. Also for Jade. Castle Age.
Jade just to block the 2 boars, yeah.
Also on the way in for HappytheAndy, unsurprisingly, we have stable and barracks down, and we're prepping some spears. I guess we were a little nervous about the concept of some feudal pressure, but there isn't any. No feudal pressure at all. And this is probably the most open that we've seen anybody play from HappytheAndy, who has not bothered or even considered walling up at all. He's like, my opponent's probably going to boom, so no need to do anything. Just sending the 2 villagers forward with a spear to play a little bit of defense.
So what are those villagers going to do, Tom?
I think it'll be forward siege.
Forward siege, okay.
Yeah, forward siege. I think he's going to try and put the pressure onto the Mongol player with... not the Mongol player, on the Cuman player with early mangonels, and hope that we can do some damage off the side of it. Go stable first, so maybe knights and mangonels to put the pain on. It might be spotted out by the scout though.
Yeah, Blue Scout is scouting just below, but he didn't see that.
And actually with less
and
HP...
we have the stable from red, yeah.
Oh, Andy was...
hi, Wicked Bro. Hello, man.
And he was very, very close to just getting underneath the palisade gate. That would have been an absolute nuisance because it would have meant that we wouldn't need to focus too much on our siege production. We could have focused on getting a night number out and they could just be streaming into the base. Being able to walk in, even if it was with a villager, into the back area of JadeArrowGamer's base and start building production or towers or anything within the walls would be huge. And it's definitely something that I would like to see. Stable Step Lancers. So it's not knights going for the raiding steppies. And the siege workshop on the way down. But I think we'll be on our way to Castle Age quite comfortably. And look at that Vill advantage coming up to 40 Vills. Near enough constant production. 46 seconds of TC idle time, and that's relatively low, all things considered. Villager just trying to buy a little bit more time.
Look at that tower. And watchtower from Happy.
It's a choice. I don't know if we necessarily need to bother with it with the Mangonel coming out. It's like we'll be doing it. Oh, we didn't have the buildings. JadeArrowGamer missed the buildings. Only just trying to make the blacksmith, but all of this is delaying our castle click up. No market, no blacksmith, only just finishing a barracks, stable coming down to play a little bit of defense itself. Civs
were picked up by the players.
It is free pick, no repeat, right? And then the loser of game one gets to ban a civ and pick a map? Are we still doing that, or is it just...
ban one civ, yeah. We are following the... tournament guidelines.
Nice. Okay, well, Bloodlines and Castle Age on the way in for JadeArrowGamer, who is walling up and just trying to play defensive until he's there. And I think he should be fine. This is pressure, but it's a little later than I think Andy wanted it to arrive.
He hasn't reached Castle Age, though, Jade, and I don't see military units.
He's okay.
He's gonna be. Okay.
His economy should be pretty good here. We've got 2 stables up. We don't have a huge military mass out from HappytheAndy, and his eco isn't quite good enough. Like, we've only got 2 on gold, so we're not able to do a really good production of siege. So off the back of this, if we just go for like a bunch of Cuman Knights, we will clear this up, and I do think we're unlikely to be able to get in. So as long as we can pick off the Mangonels, the better eco and the fact that we should be able to mass more military for Jade should mean that he's okay. Should.
Yeah, I would already be panicking in this situation if I was Jade, but yeah.
Oh, me too. Full on panic would be on the way out of me. But these guys, you know, there's a reason why they were the captains. They are the players that do not panic. The players that can play defensive, can deal with the pressure. Castle Age hits an immediate pump out of some knights and some camels there. Love this from HappytheAndy. Knows that the knights will pop out. And so is actually walling off so that the Mangonels can't be pressured. That's quite funny. Keeping the knight in play. I've probably forgotten about the potential of camel riders, which will mop up step lancers.
Oh, they are getting in.
That's okay. Red. Again, the defense is still good. House walling up. We've not lost anything. Like, after all of this, like, we've not lost anything, just some houses, and we'll be able to start trying to take the fights against the units soon as a mass is up. We need something, and that something is probably to not throw away Mangonels under TC fire, and that might have been the first couple eco kills there. Yeah, 3 eco kills to 0, but we can see 57 military. 57 Vills to 38, and it's 14 military to 9, and we can see that military count climbing up for JadeArrowGamer, and everything was put onto the aggression, and it's not necessarily working out here for Andy.
Hi, Burgoman. Welcome, dude. Thanks for joining us.
I love
6 Camels, 5 Knights from Blue.
We're getting to the position where we can start to clear it up. Unless we get some big mango shots. Just whiffed it. Just whiffed it. Those were better. That's nice. Can we get one more hit off? No. So this will be an army clear now. Really nice timing on the engagement. I really liked what JadeArrowGamer did there by looping his military round to try and cut off any reinforcements. He forced his opponent to come in because by then it pretty much guarantees that eventually there's going to be a bigger military mass than the army that's left behind. You're stopping the reinforcements coming in, and you're stopping any additional pressure. So at this point, we've at least walled up at home, and using that market to rebalance the economy. We're probably going to need to try and throw down some extra TCs, but we're not on stone yet. And this is a huge, huge advantage now for JadeArrowGamer. 67 Vils to 42.
And the 30C is coming underway in the left-hand corner.
Yeah.
From Jade.
It's going to be
who's playing really well, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard to claw this one back now for HappytheAndy. Thank you for showing us your bits, Sansol.
There is no chance for Happy, do you think?
I don't think there's a great chance. Effectively, the eco ends up being double, and with the production, we should be faster to imp. We should be in a much better position to now transition aggression over to the other side of the map. And I think we're just going to keep booming. Like, we have such an advantage, he's going to capitalize on it. So Andy's going to be playing catch-up now for the rest of the game. In my eyes, the win condition for Andy is now to try and get to imp with a reasonable enough economy, a similar enough time, and get up a mass of Mangadai. In imp, the humans are going to struggle against the Mongols, but it's getting there. And it's getting there with a competitive economy and a competitive military that I think might be a struggle for Andy. Because now humans can, in Castle Age, we can start pushing with cap rams, with anything really at this point to really start putting pressure on the front of Andy's base.
Yes, 81 villagers for blue. Indeed, only 48 villagers for red and 2 TCs. And hello, Benito, welcome, man. And thanks, Vadim, people, for the following. Thanks, guys.
THF wants to see big Castle Age pressure from Jade. I just think we're unlikely to see it. With 40 now on food for JadeArrowGamer, this is purely an imp push. We've got the gold for an imp push as well. So we're going to trickle some of our units forward. We're going to make sure that we're blocking it off. We've got monks going to try and grab any of the exposed relics. And Vils running all the way back. We could actually quietly build an economy down to the south. That wouldn't necessarily be an awful idea for HappytheAndy. Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that. As we're walling in relics. That's okay, well, Andy's still gaming. Going to be tough, though. Look at that. 4th TC on the way down for JadeArrowGamer, and Imp will be on the way in as soon as this university is finished. So, oof. It's going to be so tough. We're about, I would say, with the eco that we have rolling here, maybe 5 minutes away. 4 or 5 minutes away from Imp for HappytheAndy, unless he's doing some big market abuse. And JadeArrowGamer is like on his way now. Like 20 seconds, we will be clicking.
But yeah, he seems to be quiet though. He's not sending his knights towards Happy. Maybe he doesn't want to spoil his composition. I don't know.
Wolf snacked on the poor exposed Vil of HappytheAndy. Not getting any breaks today. The only break he got was breaking into JadeArrowGamer's base, but it's like, turns out that Jade wasn't trapped in there with Andy, Andy was trapped in there with Jade. Stone walls, playing on the fears there. We've got a monk going forward. I am assuming that's because we wanted to try and see if we could nab at least one relic. I think we are unlikely to be able to grab any. There we go. Aggressive castle on the way down. We'll be ready to start trebbing as soon as we hit. Market abuse on the way in. I think we have seen that score drop from Jade when he clicked up, so we are trying to get that market abuse to click up to imp at a similar time, or at least as close as possible.
We have 2 relics collected by Jade and 0.
Yeah, it'll be even more than that as well. We're trying to keep an eye on the relic to the north, actually, and we were going to wall in the relic to the south. We had more scouts going out to try and spot out some monks. What seconds are you at, by the way? Because I just got a little speed up there.
I'm watching live, so 32, 22 seconds.
Yeah, me too. I just...
Okay.
Sometimes it speeds ahead when somebody calls GG, and make sure you're not clicked to triple time. Okay, Imp lands in. We have immediate step husbandry before we even make a treb. Okay, so definitely playing more on that passive side. 115 vils, but Imp is on the way in for HappytheAndy. So without us being immediately pressured by trebs. 90 vils on the field. It's just we haven't got that castle up, so we have 0 Mangadai mass. So we've got Bloodlines Husbandry on the way in, but what is our defensive choice going to be? Elite Step Lancers is going to be the choice out of JadeArrowGamer. Okay, well, securing more mining camp space.
Yeah, there is no much stone for HappytheAndy for a castle yet.
Yeah, he's working towards it, and he'll have a castle not too long after he hits Imp, but ideally he would have wanted to hit Imp with with a castle in place. As now the pressure is on its way forward, and the first 2 trebuchets from JadeArrowGamer. 124 vils to 101, so I will say HappytheAndy has done a really good job of getting to Imp at a competitive time, getting a solid eco going. Like this is a good boom from our slightly lower rated player, our alternative captain. Where did these guys reach in Battle of the Backseat? Andy was a quarterfinals player. What about Jade?
So Jade reached the finals.
It was one of the finals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first conversion in, starting to put some pressure down. Castle coming up at the front, but the trebs should be arriving before that castle even finishes. So again, this is going to be one of those moments where it's really hard to defend from this push. We've got a heavy camel rider being prepped, at least from a... I mean, did we just... We didn't lose the stable where that was good. Score difference must be intimidating. Yeah, I think it is. And as soon as the treb starts poking away...
Oh, they're in. And, yeah, only 11 heavy camel riders from red.
Though, I mean, the walling has been pretty good.
Yeah.
We can clear this if we get to like 10 or 12. Oh, look at that! Oh.
He's walling them off.
He trapped them in.
Wow.
It didn't work out, but yeah, that was a bit of fun. That was a nice attempt. So here we are sacrificing our entire economy to try and kill these trebs, which is a choice. It is a choice. Will we even get it? We'll get the one, even though will we? Camels don't have the greatest damage output. There was enough Step Lancers to clear it. That's unfortunate. Castle still being pressured. We are clearing up some of this army, and we've not actually killed too many Vils right now. Only 15, but that shoots up real fast because Step Lancers are Vil killing machines. Oh, this is tough. Tough and rough. 65 military to 17. And all the while...
Yeah, Jade was the second finalist, and Happy the third finalist in the tournament.
Nice, yeah. Semi-finals. Semi-finals, well, it's going to take a proper finalist level hold now to deal with this. The Step Lancer mass is absolutely huge. It took us a while to get 3 trebs forward though, so we've been able to kind of keep massing the camels up a little bit. Are we going to loop something else in to join in? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to go full Step Lancer, which could be a mistake. Again, this is heavy camel riders. They don't have all of their upgrades in just yet. We are sneaking some Vils out to the north. Groups of, like, this is a great fight for the Step Lancers because they can group up and take the fight together. Not all of the camels can engage, but all of the Step Lancers can. So, nice little catching. Like, look at that. They're absolutely shredding them. Camels are great if they get up to a decent enough numbers, but with the groupings, the Step Lancers are effectively unkillable. He's doing the filthy trick.
Yeah.
Game 1 goes towards JadeArrow.
GG, guys. Yeah, great comeback from Jade. He was so calm and he didn't lose anything during HappytheAndy attack, and then he managed to come back.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely, like, Andy felt like he had to go aggressive, right? That he had to be putting pressure on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it makes lots of sense that he tried to achieve that, but he didn't manage to get the damage required to put the Cumans behind on the economy. And I think Jade played this game out exactly how he intended to, and I don't think he felt too pressured when that pressure was on his way. Maybe if there'd been a few more mangonels out, maybe if they'd been that little bit earlier forward, maybe if it had been immediate siege workshop instead of like stable and house, and just the mangonel pressuring. I know we built a tower pretty early on at the front. Maybe that was potentially a mistake, and had that been a mangonel or a second production building to try and get something going, there might have been something. But there we go. Game number 1 secured for JadeArrowGamer.
Yeah, GG. Nice game. And that was even a fast game. I thought that maybe they could go for like 1 hour or 2 hours. But yeah.
I don't think we've seen too many games that have gone on for like too long, right, on this map, because it
yeah,
really
I mean, only
leads...
probably the final that lasted almost 1 hour and a half, something like that.
It's like plenty of early castle, early imp play. So, you know, I like that. I like that it, because I thought it was going to be the kind of map where people just turtled up and it went really long. But I don't, barely any super long games on it. So, you know, I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. We have 4 more games. So
yes, God, you see, my poor laptop is screaming, having video on. It's not happy.
Wow.
Oh well. That's why I'm not doing it.
Hopefully we will have second game up. Let me check.
Wood must run out quickly on that map. It never really got that far. And there's plenty of wood to the south area if you manage to secure it. but because of how sort of enclosed you get, it's very easy to end up with your entire economy trapped in the corner. And if you can't get out of it because there's only 2 realistic exits, you sort of have to invest everything in your push, because you're very unlikely to be able to sneak vills out and have economy like spread out over the rest of the map. Hey, there's many strong game features to be used, and to a certain extent abused. And JadeArrowGamer, you know, he's an American, so he just considers that getting ahead. Hera idealist. All of the maps are certainly interesting maps made by our very own Porner of Souls, who put a lot of love into these maps. They're definitely not something that you will ever see in the regular map pool, that's for sure. they play out very different, very very weird, but to be appreciated in the occasional tournament. We have them in lobby. Andy clearly taking a small break to try and relax and let some of that damage wash off him.
I cannot see the lobby yet.
I've got the lobby. It's just Andy's not in it yet. That's all.
Okay.
Probably getting a cuppa. He probably is getting a cuppa. Hold on. I'll tell you what else I need to do. I need to add...
Yeah, super live, Burgoman.
Just some chilled out tunage for when we're...
Yeah, that's a good idea. I love music.
There we go. Just so you can enjoy. But yeah, live games, a live play all 5 between JadeArrowGamer and HappytheAndy. Again, there should be mild advantage for our higher rated player, for JadeArrowGamer, but HappytheAndy, he was a pretty solid captain and has been playing a lot of tournaments and has definitely put some thought into these maps. So I'm hoping that it's not 5-0. I'm hoping it's maybe a 3-2.
You know HappytheAndy, don't you, Tom?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've casted with HappytheAndy a few times, and certainly watched him in a fair few tournaments before as well. But then again, I also know JadeArrowGamer from quite a lot of tournaments and casting as well. So
yeah, what I noticed about HappytheAndy is that he's truly happy. I mean, it's not just a nickname. He's a very happy person, the way he speaks and behave.
Yeah, until he has to do any casting with Huggy G. If he does any casting with Huggy G, he's grumpy the Andy.
Oh no! How is that possible?
Huggy G, he's just too toxic.
Oh no! So prediction are 5-0 for Jade. Okay.
It's not my Andy. My Andy is not happy. The fuck is going on? Oh, the Cockney is coming out of Fluffy Bunny. We got that British rage in the chat.
Right, guys, we got the map. It's gonna be Watering Hole.
Okay, Watering Hole. Now, Watering Hole is a late game map. I'm hoping we see some of the more let's say toxic plays. That's what I'm looking for. The transport and dropping a dock over on your opponent's side so they can't get a second dock up in feudal age. The maybe taking a vill and sneaking and hiding it. I didn't see enough sneaking and hiding a vill over the opposite side of the map, which definitely would have made me much happier.
Yeah, I think we have seen a couple of attempts to just land on the opposite shore, but there was no successful a true attempt to make something on the other side.
One day. And maybe today is the day where finally somebody manages to sneak a vill. It looks like it's saying Tom is Andy and Hypnos is Jade. Well, you know, I guess when it comes down to who is probably rooting for who, it's probably right. Hypnos being a massive JadeArrowGamer fan. Jade being
well, yeah,
he's an overlord for you guys, right? He's
yeah, exactly. That's the point. JadeArrow is a Hermetica overlord, so
yeah,
he has a special connection for us, and maybe Andy is more special for Tom since they both are part of a GB community.
He is indeed, though. I would say HappytheAndy probably spends more time causing a nuisance for Fluffy Bunny than he does for the GB Discord, other than when we've got tournaments on. That's true. We have been we spent some time together. Ooh, Dragon Age. As much as I like
technical difficulties.
Who's having technical difficulties? It's probably Andy.
Oh. Yeah, just hold on. I'm gonna grab some pretzels.
They've both got lobbies. They've both got lobbies. They're having a lobby off. I think they're going for HappytheAndy's lobby. I'm assuming it's because Andy wasn't able to join the lobby. Andy's been having the occasional problem with his mods and them ceasing to exist for the past week or so, which has been very irritating for him. So maybe that too is causing some problems.
I think I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna grab a coffee.
Go for it. If they start,
be right back.
We'll just go.
Yeah. Be right back.
It's Hypnos. He's Italian. He's molto bene. That's nasty. Well, that looks like another lobby failure. Phew, maybe I'll get a drink too. Jess, if you loved me, could I have a glass and some orange juice? If just at some point, that'd be nice. Yes. And a glass. Any, as long as it's not tiny. Hey, you know, sometimes when you got to get your orange and water, so I am yet to see somebody ordering an orange and water, but it makes that's just squash, isn't it? It's not like getting an orange juice. If you go to the pub and order an orange and water, do you think they give you orange juice or orange squash? It does seem like something an alien would do, but it's Fluffy Bunny's whole shtick. Goes to the pub, orange and water. Half orange juice, half water, but But like then you're not getting like overdone with sickeningly sweet. I do that same thing, but it's half orange juice, half rum. Kids go to the north in the pubs, so they got to drink something. That's true. That's true. The amount of kids that I've seen in pubs up north is really something special. Excellent. Thank you, JadeArrowGamer, for your patience. We appreciate it. I am certainly ready.
Nice. Yeah.
For game number 2. And so is Hypnos. Have you got other things that you guys are doing today? Is today like a community day, or is that normally Fridays, where you do sort of like community streams and games? Because you guys have lots of stuff going on in the Discord pretty much most days. There seems to be active folk.
Yeah, so we have main events on Saturday on Friday and Saturday. But yeah, I think right now some people are playing Empire Craft, which is a great mod, the very same mod made by Powner of Souls, the map creator for this tournament. So yeah, we have many games, super active Discord server. I just also we have new players which we are trying to help, because the main issue with Age of Empires is that majority of new players they abandon the game very early in the early stage. So we try to help them with coaching sessions, and yeah.
It can certainly be incredibly disheartening at the start, especially in your first 10 placement games, when you can get placed up against like an 1100 in your first placement game, or you start against somebody who is 1000 rating and you get absolutely demolished, because actually 1000 rating in Age of Empires is, I would say, actually pretty good. Like, somebody who's 1000 rating now goes and plays against somebody who is 1000 rating 5 years ago, and they'll demolish them. The skill increases and the basic things that people are pulling off are just so much further ahead of where we were when I started playing the game in 2015. God. Jade is doing the thing.
So I see you are already.
Yes,
you are already in the lobby.
We are. Yeah, we're
in the game. I mean,
real time. The map is.
Yeah, it gives me 1 minute. Yeah.
It gives you a minute.
1 minute waiting time. There is a countdown, in-game countdown, until the game starts.
Oh, I'm in. I'm 3
because
minutes.
Because I'm watching the wrong game. Sorry, apology. Oh.
That's all right. You'll catch up fast enough.
Watching 1v1 from somebody else.
Classy.
And I think.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah.
Well, JadeArrowGamer, he is doing the thing, and even better, by coming forward with 2 vills, I bet we don't have loom, so we're just going to try and wall the whole darn thing off. And there's no loom either. Oh, yeah, this ain't happening. This is not happening. Andy just calls the GG. He's like, I ain't playing this. Oh no. Yeah, it was a rough start for Andy, made even rougher. Yeah, well, so I will explain why Andy called the GG there. I will tell you right now. So there are only 2 places that you can build a dock in the Dark Age until the shorefish are gone. It is here and here on either side of your sort of starting chunk of bridge. If you get blocked off from that, you have 0 access to water. Your opponent gets a full fish boom, and then also is able to have access to your base. You are not safe, and there is nothing that you can do. So, yeah, rough. I can squidge back just a smidge so you can see. We can see that Andy was trying to push his stuff in. It's just messy. Jade isn't making anything from his... I mean, he's at least he's producing from his TC. But his TC idle time is shooting up. We've got nobody on food. This is... Oh dear. This is really rough. He didn't lose any vills. Didn't lose any... yeah, so he's not lost anything. It's just a bit messy. But his everything is hinging on the fact that he's blocking off Andy from the fish. Like, this is his everything. We've completely idled our eco to do it as well. Like, 2 minutes of TC idle time. So half of the amount of time that the game has been going on, we've had no vills producing. So, there was probably a way of winning this out, but no loom. There's no way we would get vills over in time to stop the wall off. So even though we were 2 minutes behind, yeah, this move pretty much had solidified the game win.
Well,
yeah, painful. Poor Andy, but he was not having that. He was not having that. He was not playing that one out for love nor money. Literally, I only
so
just
opened
the orange
juice. 5-0?
And maybe
5-0.
It will be a 5-0. Especially if there's that kind of thought gone into it.
That would be very embarrassing for Andy.
I don't know. Like, there's 100 elo advantage, which, again, in tournament settings for between 1800 and 1900 isn't the end of the world. I don't think that's too much of an unassailable gap, but it definitely means that the advantage should be with JadeArrowGamer.
Hi, hello, Reverend, the Miracle. Welcome.
Oh, for sure. Like, it is a big jump. It is for sure a big jump. Especially because Andy's 1811 is, I believe, an all-time high, not necessarily what his current rating is, which is probably like 17 something. So
the next show match, guys, will be between Ola Dushek, and we need to find a 2K player. So if anybody's interested or knows a 2K player who wants to challenge Ola Dushek, please let me know.
Olajashek signed up for Tarnished Deathmatch for Season 4, which is very exciting. I'm really interested in seeing how Olajashek puts his weird old strats and his weird gameplay into Deathmatch. I'm very into that.
So yeah, I saw the advertisement. What is that tournament about, Tom?
So
is it organized by you?
And no, it is not. But it is something that I will be casting the entire of next season of, and have cast for the past few seasons. I'm very much interested in the deathmatch community and casting their games. Though I will focus on casting this one as they've started. They're giving us no time as they zoom straight into game number 3. JadeArrowGamer, two games up as we hit Jungle, I believe it's called, right? Jungle? It's like a jungle sometimes.
Jungle Fortress. Jungle Fortress is the map. I'm going to share the link in the main chat for those who want to take a look. Jungle Fortress
is... I thought I would hate this map more than any other map in the map pool, but actually I ended up with a sort of strange love for it. I thought it would be a super late game, heavy boomy, but that just has not been the case. We've seen
not necessarily
such beautiful things as like chop throughs with single ballista elephants with with the Khmer. We've seen heavy pressure at the front of people's bases. We've seen some terrible unit pathing, like Vils taking walks all the way down the middle. Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This time, I'm not sure we'll see that. We have Bengalis versus the Ethiopians. An Ethiopian pick. So I'm expecting maybe a boom into just masses of siege onagers, actually, from the Ethiopians. Like, what else would they do? Shota warrior raids? Up against the Bengalis? Oh. I don't know. I wonder what the bans were.
They didn't mention anything, so we just don't know.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be anything. Well.
Yeah, I'm watching the Bengalis stats, and is there a particular reason why Andy has chosen the Bengalis? So they have elephant units receive 25% less bonus damage. Town centers spawn 2 villagers when they reach next stage. Cavalry +2 attacks against skirmishers. Monks +3 armor.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what makes them a great pick for this map.
Mm-hmm. Maybe on this map you can play anything you want. It doesn't really matter.
Possibly. The distance that you have between yourself and your opponent gives you a lot of free time and a lot of leeway, especially because, again, we've not seen somebody do it yet, but you can actually just go a little bit further forward, and if you wall up just here in that sort of choke point a bit before where the boar is, and you put your defensive castle down there on the hill, it means that your opponent is always having to push uphill to take an engagement against you. So you're not having to fight on the flat. And if they want to push through, they have to loop all the way round, and it takes them far longer. So we're yet to see somebody do that yet, but it is something that I saw relatively early on and was like, that could be a thing. It's a weird one. How often do we see people in the south winning compared to in the north?
Sorry, Tom, say again.
How often
what did you say?
Do you remember it? Did we see people winning from blue's position instead of red's? Because I remember quite a lot of pressure coming down south, but I don't remember a lot of pressure going up north. I've seen cut-throughs and people lose the game because they've lost their base, but mainly the pressure seems to be coming north to south.
Do you think there is a psychological thing?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Wow.
It would be interesting having some stats about that.
Look at this Ethiopian build. We were the first to go to Feudal Age, and we have managed to click to castle. Like, this is a filthy 22 pop fast castle.
Okay.
Like, filthy. Absolutely filthy. Great push in. Obviously, not the best economy building at the back of this. Everything is just about getting up to castle as fast as possible. Do you think we're going to boom off the back of this? Feudal Age lands. We're not even on gold. What the frick, Andy? Market blacksmith. We're going to have to sell stone to click up?
We have a scout fight.
Which Andy loses.
Near blue base. Yeah, there was a villager coming in support of blue scout. Market for red right now. 26 pop for red, but Castle Age for JadeArrow.
Yeah, super.
Castle Age, wow.
He's going to see that Castle Age timing so ahead of his and be like, fucking how? Like, how? That's such bullshit. Like, really nice. 22 pop castle. That's crazy.
How did he get all the food?
Pushing. He pushed in so much additional hunt. Had every villager that he could possibly need on it.
And Real says free golden food when they age up.
Yeah, it helps. It helps, and we're moving out. TC, he's not even going pressure.
But look at the red villagers moving towards blue base.
They're gonna get spotted out. This scout's dead as well.
Yeah. No, he came back. Jade just came back. I don't think he saw them.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I think he doesn't know.
What defenses are we going to plan? Because this is a greedy boom attempt. Like, we've not... For how fast this castle was, like, what has it achieved for us?
He's not making a castle. He's collecting berries.
I think he was just trying to group them together. Vil will come in, castle up on the top. So it's actually really handy that we've moved out and put this TC over here, because we're about to lose access to our gold really damn fast. Stable on the way down for the Ethiopians. Stable. Ethiopian Knights.
Oh wow.
Oh, I guess they get camel. They could be going camel. Burgerman's only seeing an anime villain with a face on the minimap. Yeah, it sort of looks a bit like a knight type thing, like a visor, I guess. You're totally right. It's a weird kind of like whatever it's called, Rorschach test or whatever it is. No, Rorschach's the name of the Watchman, wasn't it? Seeing an aeroplane. Everybody can see a different thing in it. It's a bit of magic. Ratha.
Yeah, I think if you see an anime villain, I think you are a psycho. Oh, Ratha's from coming out from Red Castle.
And we spot out the TC. Nice. No upgrades though, so these Ratha are literally garbage. Like they are actually the equivalent of an archer. Like five damage.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like we've got no fletching, we've got no upgrades at all. So the damage output is not great right now. I'd almost be kind of tempted to, like, we see that TC. What about 6 petards? You know, what about 6 petards? Just go and blow the TC up.
Wow. That's
why don't we ever see that?
Actually.
Mangonel's on the way over.
Yeah, Jade made 2 monks, which defended his base pretty well, pushing back the Rathas. But there is a red monk from Andy as well.
But he's totally defended. He's fine. There's nothing really putting any pressure on. We don't get redemption though, so actually like a siege push could be really powerful. And I think he should ignore everything that's going on in the main base and focus his pressure on this left-hand base where the access to gold is. And I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to wall him off. As the mangonel pressure is going to start coming in. It's uphill, so the amount of damage that the TC is taking is next to nothing. We know we're going to be pressured, so we're trying to escape some more vills away. Ratha might spot them. I hope they do. Come on, Andy. Give us a competitive game.
It. Please. Oh, yes.
Yes, changes to melee mode. Let's go. That's 2 vills down. Minimum. Maybe 3. Still significant villager advantage for our blue player though, because we were 2 TCs as they Are we going to try and run away again? No, we're just having everything on gold. We have some monks. We have some siege of our own. It's going to take us a while to get round there. When we do start pathing, getting some conversions on the Rathers would be good. Thankfully, it's a play all five, so even if he loses, we still see them all.
Yeah. But he still deserves a win.
Oh, yeah, go on. Pull the Vils round, castle to the north. There we go.
Wow, another castle. Another castle.
Needs to be careful. Vils.
Whoa, look at the mangonel hitting the blue villagers.
But Mangonel is on the way. We need to bring our second Mangonel over. Great castle position. We try and get the wall offs. We can deny it if we get enough conversions here. Nice Mangonel defense. Oh god, this is risky. This is very risky. The Mango defense is good. We managed to get Sanctity in, so we started to convert the monks of JadeArrowGamer. They are so far away, so getting replacements in will be tough. Vil's going to beeline for the monks. As we come out to Vil fight, we probably need to delete this castle.
It's 9% castle, yeah.
Yeah, like there's not much health on it. Oh god.
Villagers attacking the monks. Red Mangonel down. And one blue Mangonel is now hitting the castle.
And the Rathers can come back now.
Yeah,
the Rathers can come back because there's no monks in defense. So we just beeline. We're going to try and get rid of the Mangonel. Did we get a conversion? We do get a conversion. Wow. The repairs have been good. JadeArrowGamer, he is gaming. Mangonel not down. Mangonel now down. Castle is still vulnerable.
Yeah, it's now down.
But this should put us in a really good spot. Now we need to dive it. We need to dive it. We need to dive it. He cancels the castle, pulls back. He sees that he can't get that up in time. This is now going to be really tough.
Yeah, that's a win situation for HappytheAndy.
Yeah, especially if he keeps his Ratha outside of the range of the castle. This is 14 villagers that should have a really tough time escaping.
Same villager count, 52 for blue, 51 for red. But the problem now is that Jade is stuck in his base.
Yeah, and like there's nothing they can do. Most of the economy is actually idle. So even though we went for that 2 TCs, just spotting the second one out has been really, really good. Really, really good for HappytheAndy. Numa is rooting for red, even though I like Happy Civ more. But
Tom,
Happy is red.
So yeah, blue is sending villagers to make a second TC, but there was a red scout just
spotted
just there, so he probably spotted.
We lost quite a few Ratha there, actually trying to dive the TC. 2 monks on the way. If we get 2 monk conversions here, that would be useful, but we scare them back and actually managed to save pretty much most of those villagers, which is really, really nice. Moving down and securing the gold down there. We need to make sure that we don't lose this position. This second TC now, hidden in the corner, is hugely, hugely important for JadeArrowGamer.
Yeah.
Now, is Andy going to keep putting pressure on, or is he going to transition to a boom? Because at the moment he has a Vil advantage.
So yeah, Jade is making a meal to have more food because he's running out of resources. No gold, no food for Jade. He has no military, except for 4 monks and shorter warriors. He's making shorter warriors.
I think they'll be fine. Like,
and some ones, yeah.
They're pretty cheap. They're high damage output. Rathers, they have big health, but I don't think Rathers in low numbers will be able to do a fat lot against a large number of Showtells. Imp on the way, finally getting fletching. Our entire army is countered by monks. We get a conversion.
Yeah,
think,
Imperial Age, yeah.
I think I don't like the Imp. I think as soon as we managed to get rid of that TC, I would have really liked to see a second TC for Andy and for him to start trying to boom up. I think his Civ is so much better in Imp when there's like a stable eco around it. You know, what other than going for Siege Onager, what are the Ethiopians going to do against big masses of like elephant archers or well, any kind of elephant play, to be honest. Like that seems tough.
So for the people in chat, who do you think is gonna win this match here? Jade or HappytheAndy?
I think Andy's
let us know
position
in
is
chat.
Personally, I think Andy's position is still better. Where I'm more worried is that if we allow Jade to boom comfortably, and don't manage to clear it out. But Imp is in.
There are now Rathas, out of the castle, but there are 19 shuttle warriors in already.
Well, look at that. We lost 2 Rathas. Didn't convert anything. 3 that was oh god, dire, absolutely dire there for HappytheAndy. Absolutely dire. First Treb is out, but look at how many Shoto warriors there are. Like
22 Shuttle warriors. 23.
They can dive the Treb every day of the week.
Yeah.
And we don't care about their losses. They're so cheap.
Oh, look at that wall! Quick wall.
Oh, big mango shot! Really big mango shot. Second really big mango shot. Oh.
And 2 conversions.
Can he save the Treb?
Oh my goodness!
Saves the Treb, but loses the army.
No way!
Sick plays. Very nice. Very nice.
And he called it.
That was like, those were probably the best mangonel shots of Andy's life.
Wow.
I bet his heart is beating like the clappers right now. Great job. Andy takes game number 3 on. Again, this is a map where you expect it to go late, but a bit like in Arena, that kind of directional castle play that you can't really avoid, you can't run around. So a bit like in Caves, a map that looks like it goes really, really late can very much be decided with plenty of aggression. And we had plenty of aggression. There we go.
Yeah, well played, HappytheAndy.
Not 5-0. Not 5-0. Hell yeah.
No 5-0. Yeah, no. I'm really happy for HappytheAndy. He deserves it. He deserves it. And
does. Okay, do we have a lobby? We do.
Yeah.
Arabia. I don't think we're playing that one.
No.
There we go. What are we doing? What are we doing for viewers today? I can't even see. 20 people coming and hanging out watching our show match. Well, that's very pleasant to have you along for the ride. I hope you're having a pleasant weekend.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hope that there's lots of fans of Happy in and Jade. I was very much hoping this weekend that I was going to be able to cast some interesting sets today. But then GB Draft didn't have any Saturday games, which is absurd. They're only playing Sunday, and I'm working all of fucking Sunday. So no joy here.
So next map will be 2 hills. I shared the link for those who want to take a quick look.
Are you sure? It kind of looks like they're loading up Valley.
So 2 hills. Let me share the right link. should be the correct one.
Oh, this is the weird.
That was the link for the album. Yeah.
This is the one where they played this in the finals, didn't they? Was this the final map of the finals? And it was the Archer play, the feudal Archer play that completely shredded it. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Funky map. Oh,
yeah.
I might as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can show it. There why don't I? I have a zoom. There we go. There we go. People can see it. Yeah. So, I mean, long, sort of like intestine-looking water, plenty of fish, pretty important to dock normally, and you should feel relatively safe because of impassable cliffs at the front of the base. But as we saw in the finals, in the grand finals, well, not the grand final, the first lot of finals, not the grand finals, because I didn't do the grand finals. I only did the first finals. You did the finals rematch, didn't you? Oh, there's no... I tell you what, I forgot to add Hypnos' audio to this scene. so I can't hear him either. You can't hear him. He's just there, being a face. There we go. Now we can
I was just revealing the big secret of life, and you missed that.
Oh God, we'll have to.
Damn it!
We'll have to suffer without that deep sage knowledge. I think this will be an aggro map. It should be. I loved how it was played in the first finals. The Archer play that dove in and completely denied all of the resources shouldn't have been able to happen, because this is a super wallable, super defensible map. But it takes so long to loop round that nobody expected it. It was really, really special. I think probably one of my favourite like ends to a tournament. Even though I would have loved to have gone like an extra map, it was just perfect for me how that one ended. There you go. So now you've seen.
Yeah. The lobby is up, ready to be launched.
Yeah, when they're feeling like it. Okay. And they have started. Groovy.
Let's go.
2 hills. Burmese and Georgians. Definitely doesn't look like Archer play to me. Tragic. Tragedy. When your Archer's gone and you can't go on, it's tragedy. We have JadeArrowGamer here in the blue, facing up against HappytheAndy in the red, playing as the Georgians versus the Burmese on 2 hills. We can see our funky water in the midst. We can see our cliffs. He needs to rename this map 2 cliffs, not 2 hills. They're not on a hill. They're on a cliff, mate. I don't know what to say about that. Jess, the map's called 2 hills. But it's 2 cliffs, so they're on cliff. Yeah. So is that a hill up to a cliff, or is that like? It's still a hill though, right? Maybe it's right. Like if there's a cliff, is it a hill with a cliff?
No, it's it more like actual cliffs. Yeah.
Yeah, hill cliff. 2 hill cliffs.
But I think
she's just nodding
we will remove this map.
You'll remove it? Has it not got the log?
Yeah, I think. We got other 2 more exciting maps.
Well, I'm definitely interested in next time's maps. I think Battle of the Backseat is pretty special, because we've got Battle of the Backseat and then Enigma, which
Enigma Cup,
are our 2 sort of like pair a low elo player with a high elo player in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really special, and a core identity of like how you guys in Hermetica like work as a community, which is great. That engaging lower rated players with higher rated players, and serious but not too serious matchups is really, really nice. Small prize pools and a lot of community support, which is good, unlike the team games, which, as we both found out the last time, we're probably not going to do again anytime soon. Like, it sucked all of the joy out of making tournaments for like 2 months. Oh god, wasn't that tough?
Yeah, I think I would be able to do that only for money now, because it's not affordable in terms of time and energy. Hello, Kai, welcome, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are watching game 4, guys. We will have another map after this match because it's Allof5.
It is, though. Oh, did he just spoon it? Did he? No, he didn't just spoon it. He didn't just. I thought Jade had just killed his his ball with the TC, but I wasn't. I was wrong. He just pathed over to the deer instead. Okay, that's fine. Tom didn't say I should enter DM. So you should. Everybody should enter the DM tourney, even if you've never played Deathmatch before. Hypnos, you should join the DM tourney. Everybody should play in the Tarnished Deathmatch League. It is absolutely wonderful. There you go. So you all know.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna share with you that link about the tournament in a moment, and yeah, going back to the game, we have first docks for both players. Red dock in the south with the 2 fishing ships, and one dock from blue in the north with only 1 fishing ship at the moment. And feudal age for HappytheAndy with 17 villagers. 17 villagers.
It's pretty speedy. I'm not seeing a barracks down for HappytheAndy, so I'm not necessarily... Oh, it's because it's going to be sneak. It's forward, we're going aggression. And it's probably going to get spotted out, actually, by these vills. No. Oh, will the pathing. Will the pathing take it too close? It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so it will be forward barracks. And I guess we can't even afford to pull the vills off wood to make that barracks, because we're so on edge. Moving over to stone, so we cancel moving over to stone and instead decide to keep taking sheep, which is probably the right play. Okay, feudal age in forward stable. No, we've got 2 on gold. So it's got to be forward archery range. Look at this. Double bore pulling. Double bore pulling. There's no vills by the TC. So we're having to pull our gold miners back. Who were, I guess, just grabbing gold for a little bit.
And the second docker for blue. For Jade.
Oh, loses a vill. Loses a vill. Kills the second ball with the TC. We saw it live. Okay, archery range on the way down. Is Jade gonna lose this map the same way that we saw it lost in the finals? Archery range down.
I think it might be a weakness for Jade, this map.
Quite possibly. Fire Galley's being produced. He's gonna spot it. He's got scout forward. He's gonna see it.
Wow.
Which is this is good scouting. Spots the archery range, finds the villager. Villager goes to wall themselves in as soon as they spot the and the archer just goes and hides. We start making some spears. We bring a scout cavalry back. Defensive barracks on the way down, and we're immediately going to make an archery range and start prepping spears. No, JadeArrowGamer, as soon as he found that with the scouting, has everything he needs to defend this now. The problem with the last one was the lack of response, right? Like, the archers were able to pressure and remove all of our primary resources, even though we'd sort of, to an extent, won the water. But, like, that is not happening today. JadeArrowGamer's response is really good. Nice little attempt at a block off. We kill a Vil. That's great. That's really nice. But skirmish, we're not making skirmishes. We're going straight into archer defense. Okay, forward blacksmith. But we're kind of delaying with our blacksmith type. Skirmisher would have been perfect, especially when we see that there's no fletching in for these archers. So like 2 skirms will be able to stop this entire push. It's a good tower. It's a good tower. It could be better if the tower was closer to where the barracks is. That would be really nice.
He could have a prevent even from gold, maybe, if he was close to the cliff. Maybe some part of the gold.
Probably. He can deny the gold just by sitting in between the 2 houses with some archers. So
right. Yeah, true.
So he's okay. Looping around. He's certainly putting some good pressure on. But fletching on the way in for JadeArrowGamer long before it's on the way in for HappytheAndy, who is going to lose his archers before upgrades are in, now that there's a significant advantage. We're going to have to make forward skirms, like, as we split them off. Well, at least we've got some archers garrisoned in a tower, but we've lost water. Basically, JadeArrowGamer is starting to run away with game number 4. I feel like securing water for yourself means that we can now keep making some fish. We can build up safe at home, and we're probably going to be going to Castle Age way sooner.
Yeah, there are 2 fire ships from blue. Only 1 for red. So as you said, red is losing water.
The only positive is we are walled up at home, though our eco is dire. It's actually really grim. We have a 2 advantage, but that's mainly from losing 2 villagers. So yeah, gonna be a rough to turn this around for Happy. I feel I'm kind of with you, Numa 4. It's we're not going to be able to secure this in Feudal Age, and I think a lot of the setup for HappytheAndy was to have done more damage with this forward than he was able to. So being scouted out as early as he was has been really punishing, and the inclusion of the skirmisher in the army of Jade means that he wins this fight. And we didn't even queue up a second scout. Like, if we had a scout join in, then maybe, but we didn't.
And Castle Age for Jade now. Castle Age.
Who is also beelining a castle as the important part of the build. He knows that his army is good enough to defend, and so we are just playing passive, defensive play from JadeArrowGamer, which has been pretty consistent, actually. The defensive play from Jade has been good. Really shoddy engagement out of Happy there. And he loses the whole military.
Oh no!
With like see, look at the micro, right? Like he spent all of that micro to try and win this, but in the end, all it took was having 1 skirm,
no
just in there, and like. And
double kill. Everybody dies.
Everybody loses everything. But that's so much better. That's so much better for Jade. Scout finds the skirm, and we might put a little bit of pressure on our stone miners, but we should still be able to get the castle. Do we have a market? We don't have a market, actually, so we can't get the castle straight away. But there's no Castle Age for Andy. He's so invested into the Feudal Age, but yeah, Jade is going to hit Castle and then just be able to do every bit of damage that he wants to. All it'll take is like a couple of Burmese knights, right? Like, they get them, right? They get them. I'm not... Yeah, they do. So yeah, a couple of Burmese knights out would be groovy, but we don't have a stable. Oh dear.
Yeah, market now down for blue.
So, okay, we don't have a stable. So what do we do?
He's making archers.
Yeah.
And one spearman.
Burmese also have awful skirms. Yeah, they're not the best, are they? I just wouldn't have thought that we want to stay invested into this.
Yeah, great Castle Age, says
he just
Fluffy.
just wants castle. Georgians have great cav archer. Yeah, but the defensive castle is in play.
Cav archers, yeah.
We can buy our way. Like, again, our eco was shoddy. Market will finish. We'll sell all of that wood. Like, look at how many vills we've got on wood. Nice. Can we get any more damage done? Can we get any more damage done? I don't know if we'll kill anything, but we've certainly idled it.
Mm-hmm.
And any bit of idling we can do is good as we start making some Arambai. Okay, so what do the Georgians want to do here? Do we want to go Cav Archer? We don't get Thumb Ring.
Yeah, Castle Age for Andy as well.
Fluffy says 100% Cav Archer. But no Thumb Ring.
Cav Archers, okay.
You can't go crossbow.
Oh, yeah.
But Thumb Ring's such an important upgrade for Cav Archers. Like, getting the accuracy and faster fire rate. Their Cav Archers regenerate HP. Okay, fair enough. They do. Oh, is that because Georgians? Right. Just Georgian things.
So, which kind of units are Arambais?
Cav Archer.
Does it?
Yeah.
Cav Archers.
Cav Archer armor class. But they do. Is it melee damage? They're not melee damage, are they? They're weird damage. Because they don't benefit from fletching. It's dart pierce damage.
Jade still has water in the north.
He's not invested into
trying
it
to
too
get
heavily.
to the south. No, not too heavily. Yeah.
Yeah, Fluffy. I do the same. I think of them as just conks. They don't really get upgrades. They've got 12 base damage, which is insane. Back when they used to shred buildings as well, they were absolutely ridiculous. But look at this! Look at this, stone walls all over, except at the gate where we're vulnerable. The Arambai will probably get in at that gate, and there's probably wanted to stonewall that because the Arambai will find it and be like, well, let's go for that then. 49 eco to 47 Castle Age in. We went for crossbow upgrade, so we didn't go Cav Archer. Oh no, we are going for Cav Archer. Okay, groovy. We're going for fortified churches. Obviously, the Georgian towers. And crossbow, seeing if they can find some damage. We spot some of the expansion of JadeArrowGamer, who should clear this up fine. Fluffy Bunny, 3k brain, 200 elo hands. I relate to the 200 elo hands.
Arambais are weak against archers, especially elite skirmishers and monks.
Well, they've got really shit pierce armor. And 60 health, which ain't great. Bloodlines on the way in for both players. Third TC on the way down for JadeArrowGamer. Second TC on the way in for HappytheAndy. It's a really shit TC position though. Oh, God, I hate that TC spot. 2 tiles of gold that we can't access and then close to the others. Yeah. Do not like. If he made that like 1 tile further to the left, that would have been nicer. Oh well. He chops a hole. The Cav Archers will spot out the Arambai. And we can see the extra HP of these Cav Archers does mean that they do good work here.
Yeah, a good fight from Red.
But his entire forward should be cleared up. Arambai and these numbers should be able to just like destroy the tower, should be able to destroy everything. Do we just make a siege workshop? I don't know. Use the Vils?
30C for Jade.
Yeah, JadeArrowGamer.
And he's probably be able to secure water finally.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't fight for it. Are we going to try and kill these fire ships with Cav Archer?
Yeah, cavalry archers are still there. I'm wrong. Red still has water.
A little bit. Not much of it. And we are investing.
Hi, Saru. Welcome, dude.
We are investing more. This Cav Archer number, though, is less than that. Like, the Arambai are going to mop this up. Like, you can't kill 15 Arambai with 7 Cav Archers. Like, we're at the Arambai mass where they now one-shot the Cav Archers, right? There's 70 HP on the Cav Archers. The Arambai do 12 damage and there's 15 of them, so they'll one-shot the Cav Archers.
Right.
Thankfully, able to pull them back. We need to have a significant mass of Cav Archers, but the Arambai doing good. Skirmisher dying to Tiger. Classic.
Yeah, interesting game. I really like this game.
It's a good map. There's different layers to how it plays out. The fact that the majority of the map is land-based, I don't think the water is mega important, but it can't be denied because the additional eco that you get from the start for fishing around your docks is absolutely massive. But the amount of deep fish is cleared really, really fast, so you do not want to build your entire economy on the concept of securing water. Like, you just don't. Which is why I don't think that Andy is necessarily out of the game now that he's lost it. But what Andy has done is he hasn't... Oh, go, 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 go. Oh, no. He was aware. He was aware. We were about to have a heavy demo. If Andy had maybe won the water and then gone for a sort of 2 TC build, I would probably like this a little bit more. But Jade going for 4 TCs, heavy booming, and we've got plenty of food. We got 27 on food, so we're doing real nice. Imp timing is not that far off. If we hit like 35, 40 vils on food, Imp will be like 4 minutes away, ish. And then Jade will be on the way to Imp, and I think the Burmese can really start cooking then, especially because we're not up to a significant like Manaspa number or anything like that.
I've seen ballistics and padded archer armor for red.
Yeah.
So do ballistics affect cavalry archer?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty necessary tech for any ranged unit.
Mm-hmm.
Ballistics doesn't affect Arambai though, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, wow.
Because Arambai...
That can be confusing.
Yeah, Arambai are not Cav Archers. Even though they have the Cavalry Archer armor class, they're not affected by any of the upgrades like Bracer, because they're a dart unit. I think they might be affected by chemistry, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's so confusing for me. I still have to learn these things.
Yeah.
So, 81 villagers for red. And
Fluffy Bunny corrects me and says ballistics does affect them, but actually one of the benefits of Arambai is that they, in a group, they're effectively a shotgun, right? They're a high damage output shotgun. So when you've got 20 of them throwing their darts, even if they miss, they hit the adjacent units. So they, in mass, they sort of act like a mangonel shot. Which is pretty beastly. Manipur Cavalry in for JadeArrowGamer, as we are still massing up our Arambai. Villager moving forward. Oh, it's not. It's just fishing. But there's not a huge amount that's vulnerable. Our 4 TCs are there. We've got 2 castles down. We have a nice mass up, and we should be on our way to Imp now.
And I think Jade is gonna lose some Arambais. They get caught between 45 church and the castle, and then probably TCs as well.
But the damage is good, and there's nothing defensively. Imp on the way in. Yeah, JadeArrowGamer has cooked Andy today.
Wow.
Defensive castle on the hill, but it's not in the base, and there is nothing to deal with this mass of 23 Arambai in the field. Cav Archer's trying to do some return damage. Imp also on the way in for HappytheAndy, so, you know, fair play. It's a little bit of market abuse to get us there. Eco is better for Andy. Not for Andy, for Jade.
Did we miss the cavalry archers in blue base?
No, we saw it. We saw it.
Okay, I just noticed that.
He tried to get a bit of return damage. Didn't manage to achieve a huge amount. I swear to God, if he passes over, we've got so many heavy demos prepped, ready to do a sort of like a surround on any cav archers that come forth. But heavy demo, the demos move forward, and it's a 2-for-1 demo trade.
2 for 1.
Second defensive castle on the way in by the eco. This is a very important castle, actually, because this stops the cav archers from running amok.
Mm-hmm.
There's vulnerability here. Like, the Georgians have a lot going for them and haven't received too much damage. The ecos aren't that dissimilar. 37 vils on food compared to 30. But it's 38 on wood, and not efficiently at that, so yeah. Yeah. The only range units not affected by ballistics are ranged melee, throwing axemen, gabetto, and disc throwers, and gunpowder. Good to know. I see, in my head, I always treated Arambai as if they were a gunpowder unit. Because, like you said, in my head, I just treat them like a conch, and I've sort of always treated them like a conch because they're not affected by, like, bracer. They're not affected by blast furnace because they're a weird ass dart unit. So yeah.
Both players are Imperial. Elite Arambais, chemistry for red. Bracer for red.
Yeah.
And I see some walling from HappytheAndy.
Yeah, but
walling off the
which I don't hate. That's more time that it will take, but the pressure is going to come in from the south. It looks like that's where the Arambai mass is. That's where the Trebs are looping round from. And JadeArrowGamer, he wants to start putting the pressure on in early Imp. He doesn't want to give Andy the time. He sees his score lead, and he's pretty confident that he's in a pretty good spot. Cav Archers will be in the wrong place. No heavy Cav Archer on the way in. We didn't quite have the res for that, so our military is not equivalent. It is 42, 43 in fact, elite Arambai up against Castle Age Cav Archers. They do have chemistry, they do have bracer, but they only have the first armor, the archer armor upgrade in. And with no heavy Cav Archer, their health advantage is not there anymore. This now starts being a much, much better fight for the Arambai.
Yeah, Arambai is coming through the south, but HappytheAndy spotted them because he had two outposts.
Yeah.
So Andy knows where blue is. And he's getting elite skirmishers.
Second armor upgrade in for the Georgians. We've been slowly massing up Manaspa. But I think Manaspa actually lose out to Arambai unless they're in significant numbers. So, yeah. This is not it. This is not a fight that Red wants to take anytime soon. Look at the health difference between them. Now that Treb's joining in, it's also on a... Arambai are good against Manaspa, certainly in numbers. Nothing is good against Manaspa if the Manaspa touch them. But I think, 42 Arambai versus even a similar-ish number of Manaspa can be fine, because the elite Arambai can micro it, which the Manaspa are not able to do. Yeah, 40 Arambai are good against any unit, though they are less good if you're over-microing and allowing the Cav Archers to take the engagements. Bear in mind, they're not heavy Cav Archer. We're taking a pretty shit fight there, with skirmishers just not even bothering trying to micro, because we just, loop the skirms in. It means that the fights get that little bit better. We can probably even loop in a few Manaspa to try and take the engagement. I would also be tempted to...
Idle.
Yeah, to like... just make a few stable units just to raid the eco, because you've got a stable right there in the middle behind all of the castles. That could be something. Castle being pressured, though, of HappytheAndy.
Oh, he didn't wall off properly in the middle of the map. The elephant just went through.
But it went through into the army of Manaspa. Yeah, but the elite battle elephants should absolutely shred this. Like, they're so tanky. The amount of health and armor that they have against Cav Archers is really nice. And you can see that shotgun effect of the Arambai when they finally get a shot off is like they hit so many things at the same time. It's like mangonel shots. Taking the fight up the hill as well, which is big damage. Manaspa try and take their return raid, but we're 148 Vils. So even if we kill 30 Vils with this raid of Manaspa, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because as long as we get rid of the Cav Archer mass at home, which is happening, the Arambai are clearing shop. We're having all of our Vils having to put their investment into trying to repair this castle. And JadeArrowGamer is in a great spot. Unupgraded Manaspa fighting against upgraded battle elephants, elite battle elephants at that, underneath castle fire, is one of those fights that you don't necessarily want to be taking as a Georgian player. Just, that's not even like top tips from Tom. That's just in general.
Yeah, good defense from Jade with those elephants.
A lot of skirms now in play. But it's battle elephants, and we're gonna need to start thinking about a transition, and we are. Barracks on the way down for the Georgians. I worry about being forced into your barrack line as the Georgians, though, because the Burmese can transition into Burmese champion, and we all know that if this becomes a sword fight, the sword's OP. We go.
Castle, red castle is down, but blue is gonna lose the traps in return.
Pikeman upgrade in, but we are still pretty far off from Halb. 54 on food though, so I will say, like, we're grooving. If we'd sent a villager to finish the walls at the front, that might have been really, really useful, but alas, we did not. Halb on the way in. We have started to mass up, but we need more barracks. That's a lot of elite battle elephants. As we are looping down, the Arambai get cleared.
Yeah,
Trebs are
gone. Yeah. Wow.
But the Cav Archers are all going to die as well. They at least focus on getting rid of some of those Vils. So, like, we've managed to nab so much of the extra gold. Really, really nice. And there is no answer to the south, to the elephants. There's not enough Halbs on the field. They've only got their second armor upgrade. Just a pure number of tanky old elephants rolling into the base. 37 elephants. And we're going to start losing production as well. We just need some siege. And we are starting to get some trebs out. Tried to get our castle back up down to the south of red space, and we will. We will. It turns out
25 halbs.
Skirms are not a great counter to elephants. Who would have knew? But, even worse, the castle is in a place where it can be ranged by the treb from a distance. So, yeah, Andy definitely on the back foot here. Pressure in the base. He's playing it out well. Trying to make his own defences. He is pop-capped, and he did get rid of all of the elephants. That's very costly. However, that cost can be absolutely soaked in. Because...
wow.
We've got so much additional gold that we've been taking from elsewhere on the map. And we've still got plenty. And we're securing the north side as well. So we're going to have access to gold for the rest of time. And actually, the gold that is left over to be taken by red is not high. Keeping a cav archer mass is now very, very important for the Georgians. If we go, if we get up to maybe 30, 40 heavy cav archers plus an army of halbs, then I think there might be a chance, but we're going to throw our halbs away against the Arambai.
No.
Trying to distract them. Can we get rid of the treb? I don't think so. But we're not engaging with the Arambai. Treb dies. Castle stays alive. That's pretty handy here. And skirms, so we're not
back from Andy.
We're not looking, and we're losing a Arambai. And we actually lost our Hussar army as well. Going into Hussar seems like a pretty weird choice here. It is handy for Andy, but again, it's gold loss. It's a gold thing here.
Thanks for the following, OIP. Yeah.
However, please nobody offer Andy a handy. It's it would be inappropriate in the stream. Skirm mass is effectively, it's only here to be a wall to try and deal with some of the Arambai. Keeping the cav archer mass is the most important thing. Only 13 on gold compared to the 33 of JadeArrowGamer, who is securing more of the map. Treadmill Crane on the way in, castle down to the south.
The Monaspas in the north, they are hitting the Brook Castle. And there is a red trap now to take that down.
It's gone into the castle.
It's within the range. Yeah.
Oh no!
What if?
It's de-pathing. It's dead. It's dead. Ooh, it's 3 HP.
No.
It can be killed by the villager.
Tom, in the south, there are 3 cavalry archers, probably denying the castle.
Yo! Let's go, Andy! Yeah. Andy takes the score lead.
Yeah.
Andy takes the score lead. Andy was toast.
And the castle in the north is going down.
To a 3 HP treb. Architecture on the way in, but no... everybody gets murder holes, right? No murder holes. So we got architecture before murder holes, but there we go. We're back to making our army of Arambai and elephants. Back into the driving force. Score lead will probably switch around again as soon as the cav archers die. We've made a trebuchet to try and take the engagement, I guess. We've realised how much we've been pressured by the north. The castle goes down.
Yeah, Jade is exposed in the north. Now Red could easily raid his base. And the south castle is still denied. And there is one more castle from Red still in the south.
JadeArrowGamer made a heart for us. He put a male villager and a female villager in a heart on the hill.
Oh, that's true.
He might not have been taking this. He must have felt that the game was his to win. He was like, okay, I've got this. Let's put 2 villages in a little heart. That's nice. And then he lost a castle to the north, and yeah, man, maybe he's there going, wait.
And he's still losing villagers in the south.
He's gonna. Will he finish the castle? It's close. 92. No. Oh, he would be, but he's clicking it. Nobody's focusing on this last ville. It goes up. Clutch castle. Trevor's already on the way out though. So, this is indeed a back and forth game. Oi pick. Chatting for the first time after following. So, respect. I think it should be a requirement that everybody's first time chat, if they're following an Age of Empires streamer, you know, in Age of Empires, it should be 11, right? That's what it should be. The first chat of anybody who plays Age of Empires in anybody's stream should be 11. And anybody who's not posting 11 as their first chat, you just have to assume that they're a bot. I think that's a real sensible way that we can lock our community down, protect us.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that Arambai mass though is so threatening, and it like 42 still. They will kill all of those heavy cav archers if they just fire off in one. There's not any vills by the TC, so we can't even die under there. And at the same time, we're looping around and putting some pressure on down the south. HappytheAndy does get rid of the castle, but it's just like that military mass is so hard to deal with when the Arambai are there. Personally,
I think Jade is running out of gold soon after he finishes those 2k gold.
If he manages to lock down this northern side where he's pushing the cav archers away from, if he's sending vills over there soon, then he wins the game just off that. He's still taking a little bit of gold down to the south. He didn't manage to take the stuff in the mids, but he has more access to gold right now than HappytheAndy does. And if HappytheAndy loses his cav archer mass, he cannot replace it. But JadeArrowGamer has enough res that he can replace his entire army if he loses it. So this is a way more costly fight for Andy than it is for Jade, even if Jade loses everything. So
gotcha.
It's one of those things where the longer this is playing out, in the super late game, it should be pretty good for Andy, but with no cav archers on the field, and if we're going into a trash war, I think the Burmese will be in a much better spot here. I just think they should be better. We didn't finish the walls.
We have a Halbsfight near the lake.
Yeah, and we lost our army. Jade on nearly 3k gold. You're so right. Deary me. He's done really well. This has been a great game for. I've really enjoyed this one. I think the fact that Andy has dragged himself into this position has been incredibly impressive, and he looks like he's trying to get a transition onto water as well. Maybe to make just some heavy demos or something? Just to sort of like patrol the shallows? Could be really dangerous, but look at those raids. Hussar raids most of the economy. Well, we've got 30 idle vills. Hand cannons? Well, we are starting to mass up the hand cannons. They'll do a great job against the halberdiers. Exactly, he's just got no gold for it. Unless he manages to go forward and secure the gold that it looks like we're beelining for JadeArrowGamer. And our low number of cannons, hand cannons, is gonna die to halberdier. There's not enough military in the right places. And with map security, actually, we've got a chunk of gold over here. Okay, no, we're fine. I'm getting ahead of myself. He just needs more vills on gold. That's what it is. Burmese Cav also have an attack bonus versus all archers. With the crown upgrade. Ooh, a little bit of raiding. A little bit of raiding in return. It's they're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. We just need to make sure that we keep gold away from the Burmese. If we can make sure that we have gold and they don't, this could be really, really good. but I'm worried that we're not going to keep a solid eye on this northern gold. Like, where's our remaining gold here for blue?
Just in the north corner.
Yeah. Good rating. War galley upgrade on the way in. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. More Hussar raids trying to hit into HappytheAndy's base. Maybe we might get a HappytheAndy win here just based on the score. Like, the eco KD
make cannon galleons.
is even. I don't know, a couple of cannon galleons I would like to get rid of the castle down to the south, but realistically it doesn't secure a huge amount here. Having a few heavy demos patrolling the mids would be pretty good, but we've pretty much walled them off. Gate secured. And we are both just planning on trying to raid our opponents into oblivion, but there's no safe access. Redocking now for JadeArrowGamer, who probably realises that there are docks down. And we are indeed prepping demos for HappytheAndy. We spot out the gold to the south side. We move over with a large army of Arambais. So these vills have to run. We're pretty exposed over here. We don't have enough res for another castle down on our gold, so we are very exposed. Like, very exposed. There is one relic for HappytheAndy. It's not a huge amount of relics on this map, though, right? Is it only 2?
I believe so, because one has been collected by Andy, and the other one is still being left out by Jade. So yet only 2 relics.
Yeah, you don't even. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3. There's a third one.
Okay.
There's a third one right there. On the shoreline.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. There should be another one then, I think.
Yeah, well, 3 relics is not a huge surprise. It's not the kind of map that's supposed to be mega late game, but there we go. We're losing more hand cannons. We should probably just garrison them in the castle, and we do. Pop them in and out. Trebs come forward to start and pressure. But we should have enough Trebs actually to come over and do a Treb defense here. It's only a trickle of Trebs forward. And now there's a little bit of, at least for a small while, but we still have not stopped him taking that northern gold. Admittedly, we should also be sending as many vills forward to grab that gold as we can to mine it, because we shouldn't be able to hold on to it forever. There's enough halbs here to hold at the front. And this is a banging game number 4. Really, really good.
Wow. Yeah, this is a great game. And there is towers, red towers in the north.
We're finally spotting it. We're finally spotting it out. And going to stop him collecting that gold. And if we manage to keep our mass up, the problem is the Arambai. If that Arambai mass goes, if we manage to get rid of it while we still have decent gold, we don't want to be throwing away our hand cannons to do it. But if we manage to get rid of that mass of Arambai, nice demo,
look
by the
at
way.
The demos.
Then
demos took down one trap.
Andy wins this game.
Come on, Andy.
But so much of it is down to the fight down south. Like, this is a big thing. I don't know where these Hussar are managing to get in, because I thought Andy had walled this. Oh no, there's a gap there, isn't there? There's a gap there. Okay, no, he hadn't walled this off properly.
Yeah, there is one blue galleon, cannon galleon,
which will get rid of some of the Trebs. Oh god, they didn't finish the Treb fight. No! It's only got... There we go. Okay, Treb down. Need to pull back our own Trebs. They can't let them die to the Cannon Galleon. I love going Cannon Galleon here. Oh, and it gets demolished by the Trebs.
Wow.
Let's go. Porner, did you think that your... Oh god! Oh god!
No.
Did you think that the map that you made would be able to get this much of a banging game number 4? He must have hoped in his heart that he could. Not enough wood in the bank, actually, for Andy. We're relying on a halb defense, and we're not able to actually pump out enough halbs right now. We've done a little bit of late raiding, but we're still neck and neck, prepping some siege to this north side. But all the while, we're kind of losing space, and we're losing access to gold, and this is giving a lot of like space to JadeArrowGamer, who has castles up. We've got some fires out.
Yeah, this is a truly legendary match, guys. I'm enjoying so much.
Real interesting.
Look at the towers in the north.
Yeah, they're locking down. They're being a bit of a nuisance. They're not necessarily the game winner, especially if we're trying to trickle in just a few hussars. Like that's not. None of the eco like is particularly vulnerable. We've done a really good job of like placing castles in pretty strategic locations around our base, so our farming eco is pretty safe, which is handy because our farming eco is pretty much what we are relying on to try and carry us through. 81 vills on farm, so we're going for that hussar spam. You compare that to the 60 vills of HappytheAndy. If this goes to a wood game, which it might, Andy is probably better set up for this. As long as we can push this south side back, which we are. More towers coming up. A Rambai forced back.
Blue traps in the north and blue traps in the north, clearing those towers.
It's very important that he does, because if we lose access to wood, and our wood collection spots are not great, then we're going to have a really shit time. So getting rid of these towers is real handy. Arson on the way in. Arson! How exciting. I don't think we're going to see Georgian infantry, but it's probably just so our halbs can do a little bit more damage to buildings. Do you know what the Burmese need to be doing here? They needed to have tried to transition over to infantry, but we have 0 on gold now, and no relics collected, so we're full trash. So actually, there is plenty of gold left now. We've got 3,000 in front of that tower that's secured, and we're taking the gold to the north. HappytheAndy is now in
finally
a genuinely good position. The Vils and the Heart got killed. Oh no! Andy is a heartbreaker, and he's breaking JadeArrowGamer's heart here in game number 4. Bear in mind, after the first 2 games, there was the potential, right, of this being a 5-0, right? There was that discussion of how much better Jade looked. The fact that game number 2 lasted like 30 seconds. But this should, from this position, from the fact that there is res left on, like gold left over for Andy, the fact that he's got a 4,000 score lead. It's a trash fight. He's securing the map with keeps. He has position. He should be taking game number 4. He should. And that will make this 2-2.
There are 2 red galleons, cannon galleons in the center. So they could easily defend from any traps. And they could even defend the castle in the south. I mean, they could take down everything in the south.
It's just good
thanks,
play.
Kai.
Just good
Thanks for
play.
the subs, Kai. Yeah, blue just lost the castle.
Damn, so that it's a solid push, and it's backed up by towers, which make it so hard to push back, because you can't just dive in with low numbers, and every elite Arambai that dies is an elite Arambai that can no longer be replaced, and there is pretty much now, I would say, no way for JadeArrowGamer to come back in game number 4. This is from some of the position that we were in early on, especially when we were at that point where just elephants were going to win the game. The transition timings for Andy have been really, really good. We have killed the gold miners to the north. If we're sending some Vils over to maybe try and get back on gold, there might be a window of success. But it looks like we're just trying to stay on wood. 120 vils to 110, 76 military to 93. Is this?
Yeah, and there is no vote for blue.
Is this the difference that 100 elo makes? Again, I think in tournament settings that 100 elo can dissipate very, very quickly. Oh, there's a hole! Oh, there's a hole! Hussar raids try and come through, but they're nice quick walls.
Oh no.
Nice quick walls.
Wow.
The defense is strong. We try and get the distractions in, but the push down south is near enough impossible to stop. Our access to wood is entirely on this northern side. And we have enough production up north that we can start spamming Hussar over ourselves. But of course, we never fixed the fact that there was a hole in the wall.
Oh no. Still a hole.
Cannon galleons are there. It's okay. There's towers. Like while we can't afford to lose a lot of villagers, we should be fine. This is a lot of Hussar getting into the eco. But we can pump out some halbs. And hopping into the fortified churches is real handy. Skirmishers doing good work at the front. The entire Arambai mass is pretty much gone. Just 9 left.
Yeah, the map is slowly becoming red. If you see the minimap.
Yeah.
The push in the south is just unstoppable now.
Yeah, it's just clearing space. Though the fact that we're able to just, we might be trying to just raid our opponent into oblivion. But yeah, HappytheAndy, he might be the oblivion raids might be there, but he's more of a Skyrim player. He's progressed past oblivion. He knows what's going on. We've got more production down to the south. Treb's in play. Just need to make sure that we don't lose everything here. Like, don't lose the Trebs. Wait until your army's completely safe before you move forward. Andy, don't throw this. Don't throw this, Andy. We need you to win. We need the game 5 to matter.
For Great Britain.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the blue Trebs in the down in the north are down.
Good. But also, I think we're going to lose all of our Trebs down south for Andy. And while he has a little bit of gold, there's not a huge amount left. Only like what? Barely 1,000. So we can't really replace a huge amount of Trebs if they go down. So they cannot be exposed. They have to be protected. Oh, actually, we are taking gold up north as well. Back on that. So I don't think we'll be able to maintain control of that northern gold if a lot of heavy military pressure focuses that way. Please don't lose these Trebs. Oh, God. I think he's going to Arambai in their low numbers come forward, but they will get chased away. 1 Treb down. Second Treb also going to go down. Small number of Cav archers to try and defend. Can we kill 3? Like, this would be absolutely magic for Jade, who has at least got 2 relics now. Bear in mind, if this becomes 0 gold on the map, a 2-to-1 relic advantage might be really useful for the Burmese. Red needs wood?
Yeah, Jade has managed to get the gold in the north again and to stop red in the north and even in the south. Just wonder, yeah, what happened to...
So what, call it a draw?
Oh, that's interesting. No, he says no. Not yet.
Well, part of the fun of this set, right, is that... Andy's got his own thing to be casting in a little bit. Like, he's not got a huge amount of time left.
To attack Onager?
No,
please.
He thinks he has the res for Onager? Come on now. Red, I would say Red has better access to wood, to be honest.
It seems like, yeah.
So if this is a wood game... Look at how many Vils are moving to grab this gold. I love this. This is 100% necessary. Like, Jade needs to get this wood, and he's probably right. He probably does need Onager. He probably does need to try and just chop as much of the wood over the other side of the map to force a fucking stalemate. Manasma need to be hitting the Vils on gold. They can't allow Jade to get too much space in the map. Like, it cannot happen. You've got to kill him. Every bit of gold that Jade manages to collect is a risk, an unnecessary risk, as Man-at-Arms is on the way in for the Georgians. Look, obviously, I love me a sword play. I do. But I think that Man-at-Arms might be a waste. We have 0 gold now being collected for HappytheAndy. And we're ignoring the fact that we're taking the gold up north. There's now more gold being collected, more gold in the bank for the Burmese. Is this a Happy the Thrody? Is he throwing? Is he losing this? Can Jade bounce back?
Oh no, he lost also the Alps under the castle, blue castle.
I don't think he should get anything further than longsword upgrade. Nice heavy demo hit. Longsword upgrade would be groovy. Two-handed swordsman upgrade maybe, but he doesn't have the res for it. He just needs to not be wasting gold and try and secure that gold to the north. Again, there's 600 left, but this is a huge gold bank that JadeArrowGamer has been given. I think we might be in a rough spot here.
For who?
Andy.
Mm.
And genuinely, look at the gold in the bank. The only thing that we have going now is wood. So, but we don't have a huge, like, I don't know. Jade's halbs have a +3 attack, so they're pretty versatile, which is nice for Jade. And Jade also has a 1.7k bank balance. He's also going for longsword and supplies. And with 2k gold in the bank, if we get, genuinely, doesn't even need to be two-handed swordsman. If we just go full longsword here for Jade against the Georgians are going to get shredded. There is nothing that they can do in response to this. The infantry is just so much better. But he does go for two-handed swordsman and Gambeson upgrade. He's got the res for it, and he can spam swords forever.
Yeah, castle is down. Hussars coming to
but these traps are
defend
gone.
against those traps.
Traps are dead. There's nothing that we can do against that.
No.
Gold is now done, but we managed to finish it all, and this is going to be a two-handed swordsman play. We managed to save 1 Treb.
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, no more gold on the map for anybody.
It does. Kai, I agree with you. It looks like a throw. Oh no, don't get champion. It's shit here. It's pointless. You don't need it. It's a waste of an upgrade. I'd rather get way more two-handed swordsmen on the field. Champion is not cheap, like, as an upgrade. Why would you bother? It's like 750 wood, food, 350 gold. Yeah. Unnecessary, especially when you're up against Halb. Two-handed swordsman is plenty, and having that mass, I think, is more valuable. Obviously, I could be wrong. I could be an idiot. I could know nothing. But, oh, we didn't pull back the Treb. Treb is dead. And we're losing our hand cannons as well. Oh, God, this is Titanic.
Look at the demo. Against the Alps.
Nice.
In the center of the map.
Nice.
He managed to clear Alps.
This This is tough. We do spot the champions. We do see that transition in play. We don't have a huge amount of access to wood now.
Yeah.
Hussar will die to the Manaspa. Oh, okay, we split off weird. It's still neck and neck, right? But there is now... Oh, they both have 2 relics. What the fuck?
Oh, that's for relics. All right.
I didn't even see that 4th one.
I think...
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was hidden somewhere.
Okay, well then, that changes. That changes a lot. Champion...
Yeah.
The fact that their gold trickle will be equivalent, but the combo of Halb Champion is much better than just regular ass elite Manaspa. Look at that, they shred swords, OP, infantry is the gameplay.
Wow, against Manaspa.
Do they, Kai?
Manaspa could clear.
Nah, Manaspa suck ass compared to swords, mate. Swords are the best unit in the game. And anybody who thinks different is a schmuck. Yeah,
I discovered that to Inumer. You can see the relic count on the capture age.
It's 2-2.
Wow.
But again, we've still got 2 Trebs alive. They are very, very important. But we're going to be dealing with pretty much constant raids now of Hussar. And we probably need to... But the wood's gone. This is the last of the wood is being grabbed up to the north. So now this wood in the south is the only wood that JadeArrowGamer can collect.
Yeah.
And I think we have crop rotation in. I'm pretty sure I saw that earlier. We do. So we're fine. There's a metric shit ton of food left, so this can certainly go on for a while. But oh boy, Jade's holding onto that stone for dear life. Yeah, he's he could probably do with another castle at the front as well. Maybe if he managed to secure enough of the space to throw down a castle near where all of this wood is, to just try and chop as much of it as he can. Do you think he's forgotten that he's got that stone? Champion's doing good work, but we're going to run out of res for it soon. It's like... It's still so close. 74 vils on food to 78. Wood advantage just about. But look, we're being given so much space to grab wood that we should have no right collecting. And I'm not actually sure where red is taking wood. Like it seems it's like,
I mean, he has 3k wood in the bank.
Yeah, it says he's got 36 on it, but I don't see 36 wood choppers. And if they are, they're not chopping wood very efficiently.
Yep. And the handy spotted the blue villagers in the north.
And he's raiding them.
Where
Nice.
they made a lumber camp. And it looks like Jade is now going to lose his wood line. And the Hussars are going to kill the bombard cannons.
Bombard cannons, which is a good choice, but not if they're vulnerable. Big hits onto the wood line, and I think Jade is going to have to think about calling soon. What a game. Yeah. What a game. Really good. Bombard goes down.
Might be final fight.
Still has a load of gold in the bank. Yeah, Andy, I agree. I think Andy wins this through perseverance. I don't think we got up to the champion mass that we wanted as well. And just a few hand cannons in the mix and making sure we try and keep them alive means that the champion transition is less effective. Just making sure that we had that unit mass, really, really good. And the fact that we're not able to take wood and we're about to run out soon, big. Really, really big. We are now looping in Hussar.
Stubbornness.
We're not, I mean, maybe back in World War II, maybe that British stubbornness, the stiff upper lip was a thing, but these days the only thing that's stubborn about the British is their drinking culture.
So yeah, Tom, no access to vote for blue anymore. And only food, and that's it.
Yeah, it's been...
How can he run farms without food?
They will start to run out of food. There is still plenty of food in the stacked up. Crop rotation is in, so there's 21,000 food left to take for JadeArrowGamer. So he's definitely not one to call it here, but it should be hard.
Yeah. 2-1 for Jade. Might be 2-2 now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he's not giving up. Look at Jade. He's not giving up, guys.
You were pretty confident. Okay, GG, no wood. GG, it would gained.
Oh,
it would gained.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow. Oh.
A solid bit of magic that we got to see there. 776 Hussar, 374 Halbs, and 162 Arambai versus trash for HappytheAndy. KD, better for Andy as well. 1,696 kills to 1,514 losses. It's, Res collected, better for JadeArrowGamer. Had more food, had more gold. Nearly equivalent stone, but a lack of wood control.
Whoa, what a game. Well played, Andy. Really well played.
Yeah. Now imagine if this set had been a best of 3. JadeArrowGamer would have won immediately. We wouldn't have had game 3 and 4. Tragedy that would have been. But now, game number 5 actually matters, as we will be deciding who the winner of this show match will be.
Oh yeah.
In Buttermo, I think they're going to. They should take. They should give themselves a little break. I hope they do. Cause
and we should do the same probably.
Yeah, though I will say Andy does not have long. I don't know what time he's supposed to have his own show matches that he's supposed to be casting.
He's supposed to play or just to cast?
I believe he's supposed to be casting. I don't think he's playing, but I could be wrong.
Right. Yeah, I know Zach Khalil was going to play that. So is it a tournament or a show match? I did not understand. He's casting, you are correct. So what is going to cast Fluffy?
Yeah, my HappytheAndy lore is not, it's not up to date. He's got an hour. Okay.
All right.
Okay, he's got an hour. I'm saying that should be long enough, but this last game went on for pretty much an hour.
Almost 1 hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, an hour real time. It's 1 hour 52 minutes in-game time. Yeah.
So, Tom, why the in-game time is not the real time?
Because
what's the reason?
It's the old code, right, of Age of Empires. Okay. It's a sort of tick rate thing, I'm assuming, because it was probably. I bet it used to be linked to the amount of frames that were playing per second or something.
Oh
like that.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
What's Age of Empires 2 time not? Due to a bug in the ensemble version of the game's standard speed of 1.5x was accidentally 1.7. The devs switched to 1.5 for 2 after Age of Empires 1, since most competitive players of Age of Empires 1 played it at a faster speed setting. When DE came out to ensure the competitive balance and feel of the game, the devs Forgotten Empires didn't change the standard game speed. So now we have 1 time for casual, 1.5 for standard, 1.7 and fast as 1.2 as 2 times. So there we go. It's because they were bugged.
Wow.
I'm feeling like
Thanks for the...
We're getting so much water.
Yeah, my glass is empty indeed. I'm gonna refill it, guys. So thanks for reminding me that, Benito.
I was drinking the whole way through that previous set. Fucking hell! Look at this! Look at this lag! Look at this lag on my camera. Just not good enough. I'm like a damn robot. Not happy. Not happy at all. I wish I could. Or maybe I can. Can I just pause the video? Will that pause? Will that stabilize me a bit? A little bit. Okay. I should remember that. Yeah, normal speed is 1.7.
For the first time, yeah, for the first time, we will see the land bridge map.
Was it not played at all?
Not at all. So, yeah, this is the first time we'll see land bridge map.
Wow. Well, I'm going to, before they dive in, I'm going to go for a super duper quick wee.
Yeah, let's take a little break.
And you're going for a drink, so
be back in.
Be back in a hot minute.
Be right back, guys. Yeah.
I'm still here. I wasn't supposed to still be here. Also, you were supposed to have some sound. Have that. I'll be back. I'll be back. Chuffy neck, that's loud. Isn't it? Well. Oh. Pause. was that? They've started. Hypnos isn't back yet. But we'll catch up to real time. He can join in when he's here. Because you know, I don't want to. Oh, tell you what I haven't done. Tell you what I haven't done. Like the melon that I am, I haven't left the previous game. Whoa. New post. Non-pro streamer here. I have to say though, look at Hypnos' background. What a tasteful background. He's got pictures behind him. There's bloody candelabras on the wall. What a tasteful background.
All right.
Welcome back.
Ooh.
They have
Oh,
just,
thanks, guys.
They've just started.
Good. Hope everybody is ready, guys, for this game number 5. Because I'm ready. This show match. Yeah.
Land bridge for the first time. IKEA glass? I don't think I mean, maybe I do have an IKEA glass. I don't know. For the last one, why not? Let's have we'll have Hypnos in the corner with his IKEA glass.
I don't have IKEA glass. Only glasses made in Venice with Venetian glass.
High quality Venetian glass, I see.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Not cheap stuff like you peasants.
I tell you what, I've been rocking the Dunelm crockery. That's the dream. Land bridge. Okay, literally never seen this map. Was it not played in the tournament at all?
No, because that is supposed to be for game 5, and we never reached game number 5. And so, as you can see, we have 2 big lakes on to the left and to the right. Lots of gold and resources all over the place. So yeah, let's see what happens. I can see some docks already,
and a huge amount of
and
hunt
the access.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a lot of hunt. Like that's super worth going for. Chinese versus Berbers, though.
Right.
So obviously I not a mega fan of the Chinese as a civ, because I suck at playing them. But that's a me problem, not a Chinese problem, as we've seen time and time again that they're really, really good at like high level competitive play, of which I am not and never will be.
So Chinese against Berbers.
Have you been ever able to play Chinese to any level of success, Hypnos? Are you a Chinese enjoyer?
No, man. I haven't played Chinese that much yet. I know they are supposed to be a difficult civilization for new players.
Starting with 5 vils and then the lack of food mean just effectively making it that you have to put everything that you have at the start on food, and you have to be collecting pretty much immediately, which at low skill level can be just mega punishing, right? Like it can be really really grim. But if you can guarantee that you have enough actions per minute, if your basic knowledge of the game is good enough that you're keeping yourself under 20 seconds of TC idle time at the start of the game, then Chinese can be incredibly powerful. And we can see that Andy, 16 seconds of TC idle time, pretty darn good. Faster click up for the Berbers. And a decent fishing eco. Second dock on the way down. And more fish. And more fish. So, Fluffy said it was like a 1TC Budapest. It's kind of like a slightly more open and slightly more condensed Scandinavia. Like, yeah. Relics are spread out all over the damn shop. There are 6 of them, 6 relics that could be collected. Relics have not been a heavy focus for either player particularly, but look at JadeArrowGamer walling up the front of the base pretty darn early. And this, again, like in all of Pauna of Souls maps...
Yeah, originally this map was supposed to be for game number 1 instead of the cave.
Okay.
But yeah, I think cave is like a more unique map.
This is definitely
so
closer
I pushed that
closer
for
to
game
standard.
number 5. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely closer to standard.
Yeah.
I think you could probably do a relatively normal like 4 lakes build with this and be okay. It's still super wallable, and you've got loads of res in your base for like mid to late game. And the fact that you've got your guaranteed sort of pond to a certain extent, like with how far you'd have to move to get a vill, and Andy's going to lose a villager to 2 wolves. And nothing he can do about it either. He went over to try and drop a dock, but he did not look out in the wolf spawns, unlike Jade, who gets a dock up on Andy's side. They were both doing exactly the same build. Andy saves the vill, though. Fair play. But dock is up. Dock is up for JadeArrowGamer.
Since this is a last game, guys, you can cast your prediction. They are up. If you want to play some points, you can cast right now.
Jade should want to be... I mean, hold on. How many points have I got? How many points have I got? Oh no, I didn't want to pin 11. Unpin.
So,
Who is the winner? Okay, everybody's saying Jade. Most people feeling a JadeArrowGamer win here. But Andy played pretty darn well. How many points do I have? I've got 26,000 points. I got 26,000 points. I could be dropping points on everything. Okay, should we give the JadeArrowGamer lovers some love? I'm gonna put 6,000 points on HappytheAndy. There we go. Now who's in the lead? Put your money where your mouth is, cowards. Castle Age on the way in for both. We have Fletching in for JadeArrowGamer and also on the way in for HappytheAndy, but will be a smidge later. At least they're both aware of each other. But this is so much better for Jade than it is for Andy come the early game. 34 to 38 vills. We will at least manage to defend from the initial galleys without losing any fish, I think. Which is good, but not having a dock down over on the other side because we've been blocked off by the wolves. And like, even though this vill didn't die, it's effectively dead, right? It can't do anything. It's trapped. Triple range Chinese. Kai going for 9,000 on Jade. Okay. That's somebody that can put their money where their mouth is. Where your bets at? Where's your gamba stream, baby? Castle Age lands. We've got War Galley upgrade immediately in for JadeArrowGamer, and I think that's actually for the fires, not for the galleys. Second TC on the way down. Vil spotted out by wolves, but they will be defeated. The TC will finish. Scout keeping an eye on the exposed boar. And we tried to get the Vil out.
Jade Galley spotted the red villager in the north of his pond, and he prevented him from making a dock.
It's such a... Those wolves have had a huge effect on this game. Like the fact that the wolves were slightly further along were just extra punishing. Like, genuinely, the fact that we were able to get the dock up for Jade and not get the dock up for Andy to put pressure on the water is huge. Like, absolutely huge. Because we've now had a relatively safe additional 5 eco units pumping out that haven't been upset, that haven't been idled, that are able to take competitive engagements, which has meant that the Chinese haven't had that Vil advantage, because our fishing eco has made up for that for Jade. And we are hitting 3 TCs before we've even thought about a 3rd TC for HappytheAndy. JadeArrowGamer's position in game number 5 is looking really, really good.
Yes. There are 3 cavalry archers slowly approaching blue base. Same Vil count for both players.
We've made a hole. Vil gets spotted. Vil gets deleted.
Oh wow!
There's a hole. There's a hole. We can just walk in. We can just walk in.
A hole.
Yeah, we deleted it.
Wow, very unfortunate for Jade.
We're absolutely fine. Look at the response. Immediate house wall in towards the starting TC. We can't dive into the other one. It's only 3 cav archers. The 2 TCs are perfect defense. Our gold is safe. Our stone is safe. There is no pressure to be had here. And this front gold isn't important to us at all. So even though there's a hole, the immediate house wall response has effectively restricted any potential damage. Our food eco is entirely based around the fish, which is not being pressured. Like, this is absolutely groovy still for Jade. Like, completely groovy. So groovy. So groovy.
Yeah. Fire ships in the north against fire galleys.
Lower numbers though, so
and it looks like
decent fight for Andy. Nice little bit of micro to keep his other fire galley alive. I really like that.
And janitors from blue.
Janitors is a gamer move. Oh, there is a small gap by the market. You are so right, Kai. Look at the awareness of our chat. They know what's going on. All 22 of them. So, you know, again, thank you everybody for appearing today for our show match. Hopefully you all appear for either the next... So you guys are planning on Battle of the Backseat before an Enigma, right?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure about doing the Enigma Cup too. I haven't thought about that yet. I was thinking more to organize the Backseater Tournament 3. Let's see.
Hey.
Shall we make the Enigma Cup as well?
I'm obviously a fan of one at a time. And I think there was a lot of people that wanted to do... that didn't get to participate in the last Battle of the Backseat that would certainly be interested in doing it. There's been plenty of interest in it after the fact. But personally, the Battle of the Backseat is obviously the more recent tournament, and I think there is a space for Enigma Cup in our calendar. I think it's really, really good. A little co-op low elo player with a slightly higher elo player is a lot of fun. So yeah, my preference would be for a second edition, another edition of Enigma Cup.
Oh, the problem is we don't have a Master Volulu bot anymore, and that was a core feature of Enigma Cup.
I think we
the
can.
Master Volulu bot.
I think we can survive without it. I think we can have our map pool, and if it was, we can have the maps selected that we want to be played. If we build a custom captain's mode for it, we can have it. We could make it so map 1 is selected by admin, like by random admin bans or similar. I think the key part of Enigma Cup for me is the not necessarily the maps, but the co-op nature of a high-rated player with a low-rated player that I think is real special, and I think gets a lot of people's blood pumping. And the other thing that gets people's blood pumping is some pressure. Scorpions out, getting some hits on the Gabetto, the Genitor, not Gabetto, the Genitor, who are doing really well against the Scorpions. The Scorpions do next to no damage to them in low numbers. The Genitors will clear. Castle is up. Starting to prep Camel Archer. It is, it's definitely brave to be going Cav Archer against the Camel Archer Civ. Like the Civ that has the best anti-Cav Archer counters that you can throw out. It is brave to decide to go for Cav Archer against them. Water has been won on the pond. Chikonu is long-term comp. Yeah. We are thinking about it. We have one on stone who's taking literally the worst possible line that we could be doing. Okay, well, at least she's grabbing it right now. Bloodlines on the way in.
Look at red castle going up.
Big mango hit.
Big
damage
between the two TCs.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. It would be better if we'd managed to deny this second TC. But we're not. We were not able to deny it. And I don't think we even see that. The one further around the corner. We don't. So we're going to see this and we're going to think that we've denied the gold.
First.
Okay.
Yeah, first talk from Jade, from Andy into Jade pond. And he secured his own pond now, red. So red he's controlling his pond.
Look at the access to wood again for JadeArrowGamer. He's losing the wood at the back, and now, other than the wood right here that is about to be denied because there was a hole that was chopped through to get this TC up. Oh god, no, hit the wood line. Oh, Andy! Andy was looking elsewhere. He could have killed like 3 or 4 Vils at least on that wood line. They get pulled back. Way too late. Because now the only access
he's trying to wall off his base.
Oh, because the Genitors and some Cav Archers are in. Did not successfully wall them off. Oh dear. Oh dear. How do we deal with this? We can't even like... Skirms don't do particularly well against Genitor, do they? They don't get bonus damage against Genitors, right? Because they're just mounted Skirms. Oh dear.
Yeah, Genitors are killing a few red villagers in his own base.
Oh, Skirms do get bonus damage.
They are being killed. Yeah.
Oh, big damage onto the Stonevilles. Just the 4 Camel Archers in the mix. Now 3, now 2. Oh, God, that's good damage there. 12 eco, 13, 14. Well, HappytheAndy's done some good pressure. We've lost quite a lot of eco ourselves. There's still one. I mean, there's not much in the... Imp on the way in for Jade. Much earlier.
Clicked up.
We lose all of the Chikonu at the front. Rams. Rams.
Oh, look at the
Castle
Rams.
pressure. That's not enough Rams. I've been playing a lot of sudden death. That's not enough Rams. Oh. Oh god. Skirms are the only thing that skirms don't counter. Champion. Malian champions. They kill everything. Best unit. Finally, the wolves are being relevant.
Second castle from red.
They don't kill anything though. That's gutting.
Oh no.
That's gutting. Second castle forward. Imp on the way in for HappytheAndy as well, who has at least got a vaguely competitive eco. The fish are being cleared up, so access to the pond
he
is
lost
gone.
water.
But look at all of these vills moving forward. Forward position castle, going to try and secure some gold access. And we still don't know about the TC to the north that has managed to collect an awful lot of gold there for JadeArrowGamer. This has been pretty good for him. There's a bit there. This could have been way worse. This could have been way worse considering the amount of pressure that was on. The fact that we were able to escape all of these vills right through 2 siege workshops and the potential forward pressure, and then also get this castle up is pretty big. Res collected difference isn't all that different. And Chinese techs are cheap in Imp, so there is, Fluffy still believes there is a chance for Andy. As our 4th TC is on the way down, a defensive castle at the front as well. Is our eco balance equivalent? We've only got 18 on gold compared to the 46 of JadeArrowGamer, who has a pretty banging food eco as well, actually. We have not got a huge amount of Chukonu on the field, though. Imp is in. Immediate chemistry, immediate bracer. Camel archers moving forward. There is quite a bit of vulnerable eco, but we're okay for now. Do Berbers get bombard cannon? Yes, they do, says Kai. Now, do we... I mean, so... The fishing stops being efficient already now for HappytheAndy. So, like, the only way that fish gets good is if we have a dock near these deep fish. Like, this is no longer good enough anymore. Halb Chukonu is going to be strong, but you need to have your Chukonu numbers high. We try and sneak some vills. 2 trebs. Another defensive castle over on this north side. I love the fact that we are not bothering defending with units. We just decided to get aggressive. We're going to kill all the vills on gold. This could be really punishing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vills down there, but that's 2 TCs going to be eviscerated from the map. 8 Chukonu is not enough to deal with this. Definitely not enough to deal with this, and it's not like we're pressuring at the front yet either. And we have no real defensive options until we manage to make some skirms at the front. The Chukonu at least pull the army back, but we're losing houses. We've lost several TCs. Eco is now crammed in the corner. We're on stone. I still think that JadeArrowGamer's in a pretty good spot in this game, number 5. There is currently no response to the trebs, and considering we were aggressively placed, now we're having to have our slower units move further back.
There are only 6 Chukonu on the field for red, and that's it. Or skirmishers now, elite skirmishers being produced.
And our wood
Another
access
castle.
It's not good. Our wood access is not good. Niet good. We're going to lose another castle before anything. And I don't you know, this was a bold castle. This was a bold castle attempt. It doesn't go up. I don't think there's much that HappytheAndy can do here. He's going to lose another castle. He's got no response to this mass up. He leaned into Chukonu, but it was forward. He didn't expect to be receiving this much pressure at his own base, which has completely stunted everything that he was doing himself. Elite Genitor on the way in, so we're going to lean into the Genitor mass. Get your Genitors out for the lads. Go on. Last castle on the way down defensively. Camel Archers.
Yeah, I saw a bombard cannon from blue, but was sniped down by the archers.
Well, we lose our forward push as the Trebs go down, but Camel Archers are going to loop round and find 17 exposed vills. Oh no. Oh no. Constantly on the back foot. Our wood count is not particularly high. We're trying to loop into light cav. We can't even take these vills back into the base, so they're just dead. That's a huge find there for this sort of like late mid game. So while we are a little bit hemmed in, I still think that JadeArrowGamer's position is that little bit better. TC goes down, but we've collected all of the gold that we needed to collect from this left-hand side. We have the better military mass up. And we are actually out-microing the skirms. Wow. What a little nerd. What a little nerd. Just the mass up is doing great work. There's not the upgrades. Actually, I'm saying there's not the upgrade. They're fully fucking upgraded. We've got Bracer, we've got armor, so why were they losing so hard to the Camel Archers? That shouldn't be happening. Okay, Chukonu. Elite Genitor doing Elite Genitor work. Micro nerd spotted. Absolutely agree. Well, the castle fight was lost out. We do get a second Treb out onto the field, but there are plenty of vills repairing, and we should be able to just loop the army in. And the combo of bombards, we lose 2 castles in but a moment. The Trebs are gone, and we're completely clearing up the home base now of JadeArrowGamer. So this is looking pretty cooked now. This is looking pretty cooked.
It's a shame that Andy did not use the pawns.
I don't think that it would change a huge amount here, just because of where he would have needed docks. I think the big thing for Andy is the fact that he didn't spot that additional TC, so he didn't remove the gold access or the stone access, which meant that we were able to defend really nicely and get enough castles up in the right places to deal with this. And then, we'd sent out little groups of villagers always for JadeArrowGamer to see if we could get vills onto berries to be in the right place in the right time, and constantly just allowing himself to be in a comfy position is really, really good. Wonder on the way in, the ultimate flex play. And there's nothing that Andy can do against it either. We're going to be completely hemmed in. Our eco isn't even close to being equivalent. 119 vills compared to 143, but it's 26 on food. And yeah, bombard cannons alone are doing good. Well, I'm saying doing good work. They all die. The whiffs are there.
And there is a wonder, a blue wonder. Look at that.
That's what I said. Did Jade accidentally delete market? Maybe. Maybe. I don't see one on the field for him. Yeah, no market for Jade. That could be awkward. Who wins? Genitor or fire ship? It's a close battle. It's an epic fight. It's the boat. The boat wins. Turns out the boat wins.
I think Andy needs only one cannon galleon to take down at least 2 blue castles and ATC.
Okay. Do you think old Jade is in the habit of trying to throw games? Because I'm not convinced standard victory was on.
No, that's... Oh. Well, the wonder is up, but yeah. It doesn't really matter.
Dear. Oh dear. I thought it was conquest victory in the previous set.
Yeah, all maps are set for conquest.
Right. Yeah. It's just an ego wonder.
Yeah, ego wonder.
Well, and now, obviously, I love me an ego wonder, but Andy ain't no scrub, and that's a lot of res that went into that ego wonder.
Look at the bombard cannon galleon, as I said. He just needed one.
Big hits. I mean,
yeah, I love cannon galleons.
Cannon galleons are definitely useful, but we did lose our entire army. We have got enough stone for another castle of our own now.
That's true. That's true.
We were using trebs to try and get rid of the elite cavalry archer mass, which is cute. This cannon should be in range of the castle. The castle should be killing this, and it is.
Yeah.
It is. It goes down.
Oh no.
There we go. These trebs will be cleared up. Camel Archer and Genitals will get rid of the trebs. Castle goes up. There is at least no more bombards to pressure this. But yeah, it's still pretty dire. Still pretty dire for Andy.
Heavy camel riders.
I think heavy camel riders is normally a pretty good choice. Bear in mind that elite camel archers don't have bonus damage against against cav, right? So unlike regular cav archers that do particularly well against it, like I don't think camel archers have bonus damage, right? Like it should be a little rough.
It seems like Andy is coming back to the game, considering that he was in a better position.
He was in a bad position. He was. I think that there's this element of, I don't know whether it's showmanship from Jade, that American confidence, something like that. that chutzpah,
Probably, yeah.
That chutzpah that these Americans have. But I don't think the difference between these players is enough that you can be significantly overconfident against HappytheAndy. Even though there's I think there is a bit of an overall like skill, maybe game decision sense between them. Like, and Jade is clearly the better player, but like if you don't take Andy seriously on tournament settings on unfamiliar maps, I think Andy is super threatening, and he showed that certainly in game number 3 and 4. So this is definitely not over yet.
There are still 3 bombard cannons. Sorry, bombard cannons. Yeah, 4 now from blue, which are threatening that red castle. And
Andy
one
needs
siege.
rams.
One siege. A ram,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Battering rams.
Andy needs rams. I think
He
rams
probably need a...
would have been a good shout. I don't think... I mean, Chinese get siege ram as well, so that'll be something. This castle will go down, and again, we are still in a position of, I would say, being in a pretty decent spot for it. Cap ram on the way in. I do think this is still maybe possibly too hard for Andy to come back from, but we've seen him do wonderful magical things before.
Yeah.
Like Cav, maybe not necessarily the winning choice, but for now, it's the only thing that he's able to really pump out. We kill 2 of the 4 bombard cannons, so that's, I mean, it's a worthwhile throwaway. Vils coming forward. Andy, market abuse king. Vils trying to get a castle up. Genitors coming over to try and deny. We spot the castle. We march that army over. Castle should be denied. Should be. That's 28 Genitors. They can one-shot Vils.
I think he's gonna go up. Well, there are bombard cannons anyway, so I think it's pointless.
It's up to go down. It is up to go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, yeah, coming up to the 20,000 point lead. And I think we are losing all of the position on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't,
Jade has the control of the map.
I don't know if there's much now that can grab it back in. Andy trying to go for Arbalest. But again, the number of Genitors on the field should be a deterrent for that. And he knows it.
Yes, yeah.
He realises
there it is.
He calls GG. And just like we to an extent we wanted, the set goes 3 games to 2 to JadeArrowGamer.
That's true. Wow.
Great set. Good show match. Ended up way more balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jade, obviously, with the wonder victories, with the confidence, is clearly the more comfortable player. But overall, Andy's got to be pretty happy with taking this to game 5, making sure that the last game genuinely mattered. And I think he played his darn socks off the whole damn time. So, alas, that might be point losses to me. But yeah, happy days for JadeArrowGamer.
Yeah, what a great set.
Oh, I forgot to add Hypnos in. Whoops. Whoops. Nobody can hear him. I can't hear him. There he goes. Now we can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to add you into this scene.
It's okay.
Hold on. I'll also make it so you're visible. Let's add you in there. Magical. What a successful show match we had today.
Yeah, thanks to Jade and Happy.
Yeah, for giving us some high quality stuff. Yeah. And thank you everybody for hanging out. This is probably I would say one of the bigger Hermetica streams that we've managed to have in the past month. So really nice to have you all swing by. I know it was a banger of a set. I'm done for the night. That is us over and out until our next show match. I don't know when that will be, and I don't know who will be casting, but I do hear that it will be Alajashek playing, so that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We just need to find out his opponent. So any 2K players who want to come forward, just let me know.
Well, it's absolute pleasure to have you all. And for anybody who is interested in deathmatch, whether you are deathmatch experienced or not deathmatch experienced at all, have never touched it, Tarnished Deathmatch is open. and there are links to it, and the Hermetica.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the link in a
Discord.
second.
It's a lot of fun. I will be casting pretty much all of it over on my own channel, and I hope to see you there as players. I would be really interested in seeing Deathmatch be a bit more accessible to people, and for it not to come across as being incredibly intimidating and scary to play, because it's not, and it's great fun to cast. So I look forward to that. Hypnos, pick where you want to send us over to, and
we got Jade here, so I just wanted to say congratulations, Jade.
A mini winners interview. Let's go.
Yeah. Jade, can you hear? Can you hear us? Are you able to speak?
I've just got him super quiet. Hold on, let me make him loud.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Myself up a bit.
Oh, thank you.
Much better now. Yeah. Yeah, great games, Jade. So, what was that wonder in game 5?
Flex wonder.
Just for fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah, makes sense.
It was. How did you
say again? 1 second.
How did you feel? Like, this ended up going, it was always going to go all 5, but 3-2 at the end. How was that as a matchup of captains? Did Andy take you by surprise, being able to sort of clap back and be competitive? Or was that about how you thought the set would go?
I thought the set would go 4-1. I expected to lose Jungle Fortress. But I think Andy's gotten a lot better. I know I've played him before in a few other tournaments around Discord, and we've kind of gone back and forth. He'd win a set, I'd win a set. But I was feeling pretty confident that I would handily take this, but I think he showed up and played really well.
Yeah, that game number 4 was really quite special, wasn't it? I thought it would never end.
Happy? Are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, hi man, welcome. Hello. Yeah, great. Number 4 was just a great game. I mean, just epic, almost legendary, almost.
Yeah. It was a pain because I got a phone call halfway through and I forgot to pause.
Oh no!
So everything was idle for a while.
Are you kidding me? You took a phone call during that game and still won?
Yeah.
Wow. So okay, and he's the true winner.
I don't know. He didn't make a wonder though, so. I guess, Andy, you didn't even know that he built a wonder.
Oh, I did. I knew. I saw that. I did. I saw the score massively drop. I knew I was so far behind because I didn't pick Chinese. I picked GOTS and it gave me Chinese. I was like, fuck it, I got to carry on.
Oh, what the fuck?
I picked GOTS for you, Tom. I looked at the map. I know. I picked GOTS. I was like, loads of fun, let's do it. And it's giving me fucking Chinese.
And it gave you Chinese? What the shit?
Because in the lobby, it reset itself when it sent the code to me and I didn't see. And I was like, after game 4, I couldn't be asked, can we read because I didn't pick GOTS.
Yeah.
But I literally, any save would have been fine apart from the worst, hybrid save. Anything would have been fine, but not Chinese. Yeah. But I got him, so it's fine.
It was still a banger. You put the pressure on, even still. I mean, Jade had to give you, other than building a wonder, plenty of respect because you were pretty threatening in all but game number 2. So
yeah, game two. I saw Japanese and I'm like, I'll be fine. And then I was like, I saw the bill. I was like, I probably should have just sent everything forward, got Loom and fought it off, and I'd have been fine. But
do you know how much TC idle time he had to try and pull that move off?
Saw his vills. He probably had about 2.5 minutes. He
had about 2 and a bit minutes of TC idle time to try and pull off that move. There was no vills. There was 0 vills on food. Like it was totally savable.
It's an absolute fucking. I was like, it should never work, and like, it's one of those things that gets done once, and if that map was to be played again, it would never get done again because people were like, maybe not.
I was
Maybe
ready
watch
for
over this, but
totally ready for it.
well, it's
What game is this?
people enjoyed it, so it's fine.
Come on,
It is what it is.
Because Jade, in game number 2, that must have been the strategy that you wanted your teammate to play, right? Like that go forward, deny both of the dock landings.
Yeah, we tried pulling it off in the finals, I think, and yeah, I think in the first set of the finals we tried that and it worked okay, but then we ended up losing it anyway. And this time around, I'm like, I hate this map. I just want to get it over with as soon as possible.
I think the sentiment might have been similar between the two of you. Like, okay, well, lost position here. GG. Fuck this. And it makes.
I was a little tilted after game 1 with the stand ground patrol, but it is what it is.
Hey,
that's why I was like,
stand ground patrol step lancers is fucking filthy.
It is, but it's just like I was like, if we're gonna do this in a show match for fun, I was like, well, whatever then. Like, you have your fun.
If only.
Like I was pretty tilted because I absolutely hate stand ground.
If only you'd had onagers. That's all you needed. If somebody stand ground patrol attacks, boom, onager, sex. That's pure.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it, so it is what it is.
I will say, I thought I put them on attack move, and not patrol. I didn't realize they were doing that until I went back like right before the game ended and went, oh shoot, I would not have done that if I had known. I also think that's kind of unfair.
It's too late. It's that American greed. They were there going, oh, no, we're going big mode. It was great. It was a banging set though. I really enjoyed it. The show match of the Americans versus the Brits, and while we may not have won this time, I think maybe next time there's a shout for it. It was a really good set. I very much enjoyed it. The fact that it went properly to all 5 was pretty massive. And Andy, you're now casting another show match in like
half an hour. Yeah,
yeah, half an hour.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I'm going to have a break because I'm fucking shattered. Sorry for the language, but I'm shattered from game 4. It's killed me right off. So I'm gonna have a break and then go live in about 20-25 or so.
What are you going to cast, Andy?
It's a best of 7 between Fluffy Bunny and Next Lever. I got roped into it. I got added to a group chat. I was like, okay, I'm guessing casting this then. So, yeah, I'm doing that, and that will be with an American actually called Chef, Iron Chef. So me and he'll be
Iron
together.
Chef. We all know Iron Chef.
I love Chef. Absolute legend. So
Good luck. I think this was a good set. You played really well.
thank you. You too.
Excellent.
Yeah, maybe we will see a rematch one day.
Oh jeez, please. Not on these maps. I don't think I can take any more of this.
Okay.
Well, this should be possibly the second last time that we see them. Maybe if we find a Lajashek an opponent. But there we go. That should be it from me. Hypnos, send us on somewhere. Jade, thank you so much for playing. You were brilliant, and the entire set was incredibly entertaining. And thank you everybody for hanging out with us. It's been an awful lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
We'll see ya.
Thank you.
See you.
Cheers.
Goodbye.
See you later.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot. Bye. Okay, Tom, thanks a lot for casting with me. And catch up soon.
Absolutely.
And we're going to raid the West.
Excellent.
Stay here, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Love a bit of T-West.
Bye.